Howdy, partners. We are the Lost Caravan RPG. We do one-shots, we do mini-campaigns, we do long-running campaigns. If it's TTRPG, we pretty much do it all. Tonight, we are delving into the world of Malifaux, a world not too different from our own, just in another time and another place. Playing some Through the Breach. Now, before we get into it, I do have just a few announcements. First is we have a pair of sponsors. First being Hero Forge. It is the website where we make all these beautiful tokens. It's where you can go and make some hyper-customized miniature models and get them sent straight to your door. You can paint them there on the website. They're constantly adding new features, new weapons, new armors, new cups, new spells, all that good stuff. And if you want to support us, you can use the link there in chat to not only get cool stuff, but support us in the process. We darn love you for it. My other sponsor, kick up the music here. You know if this is too loud, because it's crapshoot on my end. No, there we go. Yeah, is Epidemic Sound. It's the website with the library of royalty-free tracks and sound effects that we use for all of our streams. If you're a content creator like us, and you gotta worry about things like, wow, brain blank, copyright strikes. Anyway, I'd get there. We've never had that worry, that problem with Epidemic Sound. They are fantastic. They have high quality stuff. Any mix, match, and genre you could ever possibly want, they got you covered. And oh, that got super loud. Let me turn that down. Once again, if you want to support us, you can use the link there in chat, posted by the lovely Cowpoke Dado, to get 2 months absolutely free access for the entirety of the site. And at the end of the 2 months, if you decide you don't want it, you don't need it, whatever it might be, you can cancel. Doesn't cost you a penny, but it supports us whether you keep your subscription or not. And once again, love you for it. I'm gonna give OBS a second to calm down, because yeah, that's what I thought. Better calm down. Alright, but before I delve too much into this, our October schedule is out. Come join us. Link down below to our Discord. It's where we post all our casting calls or schedule, and where we just sit and hang out and be giant nerds. Now, we did get started a little bit late, so I'm going to pass it over to the lovely cast and crew of just the vast array of people we have here with us. A full house. And let you then tell you who they are and who they are playing. We will start from screen left over to screen right with Jeff.
Oh, that's me. That's me. Yeah, I'm Jeff at the Beardo. I will be playing Ross Nelson, the calm, cool, collected, pale as F dude that knows a lot and maybe knows more than he should. Last time he kind of heard people talking to him that weren't there and wants to kind of figure out why.
I'm sure it's nothing.
It's nothing.
Alright,
That's
bring us over to Sin.
Hello, I am Sin Synthetic 20, and I am playing Dwayne Lewis today. My pronouns are they, them. Dwayne Lewis's pronouns are he, him. Dwayne Lewis is really too damn old for this, and is just trying to do good things and failing at many, many turns. But it'll be alright.
It happens. Alright, then bring us over to Marlo.
Hey, that's me.
Oh,
hey.
hey.
Y'all, I'm Marlo. I'm playing June McDermott tonight. June is a wastrel. She is she's a gambler. She learned it all from her daddy. and she's looking to figure out why these monsters want this little stone that they found on their what was the guy's name? The guy they were picking up for the job. I forgot his name.
The guy that they picked up for the job, that was his
Yeah.
name as far as I was concerned, because I
That guy
can't
that
remember it.
they picked up for the job had a stone he'd gotten out of a grave, and then
Sammy?
monsters was after us.
I think it was Sam.
Sam.
Sam. So she's
Sam
interested in that.
McGee.
She's interested if she can get some money off of it. My pronouns are she, they, hers are she, her. So, I'm ready.
All right, and that's it for the original cast and crew. In case you did catch our one shots, but we got a handful of new folks here to Malifaux, starting with Turk.
Hello, folks. My name is Turk. I'm, of course, or Turk Extension on Twitch and Twitter. Tonight, I will be playing the gunslinger known as Thomas Withermore, otherwise known as Bluefingers. For no other reason are his fingers blue other than his parents are bookbinders, I swear.
Absolutely.
So, I am looking to be rooting. Shooting, by goodness be shooting, but never forget, always be kind.
Rewind. Over to
Oh,
Heck.
no.
Hey everybody, it's me, Saracolot. You know, I use she, they pronouns, and I'm very concerned by the flames and the reflection of Turk's glasses. That has been that has distracted me. But
I'm not the only one!
I noticed things. But hey, I'm playing Margaret Dust Devil Scott, who is a scrapper, who came from a very disciplined family that kind of taught ways of martial arts, and ways of proper fighting. And who knows what she's about to get into, because I sure don't. But let's move on to our next member.
Then last but not least, over to Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin. Pronouns she, her. I'm playing Maeve. No last name. As much as everybody asks me, no last name. I'm kind of the odd man out here because I'm technically a neverborn. But I look normal enough at a distance. It's fine. And I'm also a doctor, so everything's fine.
Mm-hmm. You definitely put everything back exactly where it should be.
There's no extra parts. No, you don't need
No.
that floating rib. It's fine.
Of course not. And I am Andrew, your games master your fate master for the evening. Because all of the characters you see in front of you are fated. Which means that they already know what's waiting at the end of the road for them. Each and every one of them has their own unique prophecies that tells them where their journey is coming to an end. And that's one of the things that I love about this game, is that character creation already gives you this amazing tool of how am I gonna die? But speaking of, if you don't know what Through the Breach is, it's based on an old tabletop game called Malifaux, which was an old miniature wars game. Malifaux itself is a world separated from our own. And I actually have just a little bit of an introduction to read to you. Soon as I pull it up. Malifaux is a world set aside from our own, located in another realm, another dimension of reality. It's home to monsters and mankind alike. Far too often the two become indistinguishable from one another. Despite being a different world, Malifaux is similar to Earth in many ways. It has breathable air, discernible seasons, and a blue sky with a sun that rises in the morning and sets in the evening. The soil is suitable for growing crops, and earth plants have been successfully transplanted here into Malifaux, and vice versa. But only a little bit of fuss. Now, the differences. The stars and constellations in the night sky are completely different from what you know on Earth. And we have two moons, bright Ilios and the darker Delios. They both hang overhead at night. Now, some people claim that the sun makes colors appear brighter and more vivid here in Malifaux, as if the world has been painted onto glass. But a majority of the people who travel here don't say that they can notice much of a difference. In short, Malifaux may seem strange, and certainly dangerous, but it's rarely alien. Most natural laws, such as the way that humanity understands them, continue to function in Malifaux, just the way they do on Earth. Now, the big difference that all of you would know is that magic exists in many, many forms. And I believe we're going to see a few of those tonight as we delve into this event. This music is far too cheery for what we're about to go. Much better. So, the three of you, that's June, Dwayne, and Ross, you handed in your bounty to the guild, alive, defending him from some creature with shears for hands that clearly wanted him dead and wanted that little stone you got in your pocket. You asked the guild where you could go to find some information about this, and they pointed you toward the Steamfitters Union. The guild of workers that focuses on the betterment of its working conditions. Most of the time, they do right by people. No, that's not to say they don't have the corruption of man in there occasionally. You were given free room and board for the evening, warm meal, cold drink, and you could call it a soft bed. It's in the morning that you find your companion, Solomon, has moved on. Whatever brighter pastures, whatever other opportunities might be calling, he decided to answer. So, I will pass it over to the three of you as you are up. Just the briefest of rays of sun starting to peek over the horizon. What would the three of you like to do?
Ross would try to center and maybe try to ignore the voices in his head.
Yeah, what's your centering AB?
My centering is 4.
4. So, for anyone that doesn't know how Through the Breach works, there are no dice. There is a deck of cards. As the Fate Master, it is my job to flip these cards to help or to hinder the actions of our party here. Now, I flip the top card. It is a 2 of masks. That means that you have a total of 6. That is nowhere near the 15 that you require. We're still crazy. Because,
No, I'm not.
I don't...
It's a queen.
Oh, you're cheating.
It's a queen.
Yes.
I'm totally cheating. I don't want to be crazy today.
There's the other mechanic. Everyone has a deck of cards that they can draw from that allows them to cheat fate. By, instead of taking whatever the fate deck is giving them, they replace it with their own. So, as the morning sun rises, those voices finally do subside, and your craziness is gone. Because, as we found out, old Ross over there didn't learn magic from any school or any book, but instead got magic from this voice that just likes to whisper in his ear. Yeah.
And my grimoire is definitely not a femur from a human.
But with that in mind, would the three of you like to do?
Well, getting up in the morning is not my favorite activity. But I will get up, bones cracking, about 15 more times than they used to. Do slide exercises, make sure all my joints are working as they should. North of 50 now, gotta take care of yourself, you know.
I think June spent most of the night gambling. I think just to make it interesting, she broke even. So she's like feeling okay about herself, like a little bit frustrated because she does this pretty much professionally. She's a little bit frustrated with herself, but it was a weird day, tired day. You know, she wasn't moving as well as her fingers weren't. She wasn't cheating as well as she usually is. So she settled herself into drinking when she started like losing what she had gained, and so she's a little hungover, but okay. So she's getting up slowly.
Would you like to flip for your gambling?
Sure.
What's your AV?
The which one?
Your AV for gambling.
Oh, yes. That terminology. Yes, that makes sense to me. Gambling for me is 5.
Wow. Okay. Well, that is an 8 of masks, which takes you up to 13. I'll say that you'll come out of that a script ahead.
Nice.
Started to feel your luck slipping, and then decided one more hand, and it brought you just above breaking even.
She's got to know when to fold them, know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run.
Last
Spent
part.
all
Never-
your luck
most
on
important.
those lucky shots yesterday.
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't make much, but got away with my life, so that's something, huh?
Something indeed.
Go
And
ahead.
just as a mechanical thing, since I have Will of Ages,
Hmm?
I'm gonna raise it on the 3 of us since I only have 3 companions right now.
Fair enough. And that is automatic. That does not require a flip, correct?
Correct.
All right.
It just means that we get to add my tenacity to our defense for any magic
Gotcha.
attacks.
Alrighty then. Ross?
Having a somewhat bumpy night from speaking multiple languages all night in his head. Ross is fluent in 6 languages, guys. He would wake up, you know, as happy as he usually is, which is very neutral, and say, I guess it's time to get breakfast.
Yeah, suppose so.
I could use a little hair of the dog that bit me.
Alright. Your meal for the morning, unfortunately, is not comped. But still, you can enjoy a nice hot breakfast. And you aren't the only ones up. All of the miners are currently getting ready, packing away their lunch for the day, and eventually setting out for the mines. Which, as luck may have it, is where you're headed. If you'd like to tag along with them, you're welcome to. Otherwise, you can hold off and travel on your own.
Might as well head with them. Don't see any reason to fart around here.
The more, the cheerier.
Which
June
in
is
your
sit-
case, we could use quite a few extra.
Juna's sitting over there, like trying to drink her beer with her breakfast, and just going, "Yeah, we'll go with him. Yeah. Oh, that hair of that dog's a little bit nastier than I remember it being last night."
Still a few eggshells floating in it. All right. 3 of you pack up your gear, set off towards the mines of Malifaux, and toward the headquarters of the Steamfitters, which will bring us over to our other group. Thomas, Margaret, and Maeve. Do the 3 of you have much dealings with the Union? I mean, the law, the government here in Malifaux.
I would probably stay as far away from the guild as possible, considering.
Mhm.
Take jobs where I can. Guilds, some representation of law, and well, no one ever usually puts me down as a lawman, so makes it a bit easier.
Yeah, kind of depends for Margaret. I mean, a job's a job, so there's something they could use a little bit of muscle for, sure, but she's not married to it or anything.
And of course, the Union is always looking for a hired gun that they can throw to the both realistic and proverbial wolves when need be. So, the 3 of you, having no outstanding bounties or anything that might keep you out of the city walls, traveling across the city, through the streets, passing by individuals that are climbing up onto the light poles to put out the lights as the first rays of the sun are hitting you. Now, the Steamfitters Union has, much like the whole of the guild itself, has much need for skilled labor. And unlike a lot of the other factions around here, they pay pretty good. Anyone can use extra scrip in their pocket, no matter who you are, no matter where you're from. So, with a little bit of spare time and maybe some intrigue at some rumors that the mines have been digging up some interesting things, you find your way there. Now, I'm going to flip 1 card for each group, and I just need to know who wants the first card and who wants the second card.
We go first.
The first
4.
card, which is a 4 of tomes, and that means that the second group has a 2 of rams. Great news for you, because that means that's a 2 and a 4 that are out of that deck, but that means that Thomas, Margaret, and Maeve, the 3 of you, hit the mouth of the mines. As you do, you see these giant mechanical steam constructs just crawling out of the mine shaft. Their upper torso looks human, but that's where the resemblance ends. Their bottom half is almost this spider-like contraption of steel and steam. They have massive packs attached to their back because they have steam-enhanced strength. You know that these are more and more common here in the city. The normal miners kind of give them a fairly wide berth. And in fact, the handful that are currently marching out look over at the newcomers just standing there in the edge of the clearing here. And then just walk on past. What do the 3 of you like to do?
Well, I mean, seeing those those walk by, I'm not sure how familiar Margaret would be with them. I mean, she would have familiarity, but like just seeing them very up close and in person would just be kind of like fair enough. Uh,
You're a bit of an engineer yourself, right?
no.
Oh no, you're a scrapper. No.
Yeah.
Is Maeve the
I've got-
engineer?
Yep, I've got 1 in engineering.
Yes. So Maeve, you would probably recognize these things as being steamborgs. They're creations made by the M and SU, the Miners and Steamfitters Union. Ever since the current owner of the union, a individual named Victor Ramos, took over, these creatures have been produced more and more. And not everyone is exactly happy about that. But you also see the current shift boss step out, just start barking orders across to groups of miners, handing out shift orders for the day. About 2-3 minutes later, the tools have all been picked up, packs loaded, mine carts are shifted off and out of the way, and it's just the shift boss there alone, going through some paperwork.
The carts that are being pushed out and away, what is it all manner of things, just the soul stones, or are we still looking at like iron and gold, or like what kind of mine is
Yeah, you mostly get soul stones, but you would get, little veins of iron once in a while. That's kind of are the lifeblood of the city.
Right. Okay. So mostly soul stones here. Okay.
Yep. The one main commodity that gets traded back to Earth for vast sums of money.
Right.
But if you'd like to speak to the shift boss, now's your opportunity.
I think Margaret might look to the other two, because I at least don't think Margaret knows them. Like, y'all don't look like you're from around here either. Y'all here for those strange findings, happenings?
Just here for work.
Same here.
Strange findings usually means people get hurt. That means that I'm in a job. So go where the injured are?
Hell of a thing. You sawbones?
Of a
Tissue.
sort? Yeah.
Sounds like the latter.
I put people back together. That's all that matters, right?
You're gonna watch his brow furrow. Wow. His brow burrow.
It's
He's gonna
Frau
just go right down in the ground. No, his brow furrows, and what means are you putting people back together?
She holds up a bag. Actually, sorry, she has a haversack. She kind of like spins sideways, showing the haversack. It's got the traditional painted like red cross on it. I'm a doctor.
Just keep it that way.
She kind of blinks, confused. Why? Okay, sure.
It's not an unheard of request, since there's a faction known as the Resurrectionists, which
That's true.
do much the same thing as you do. They put people back together, but not for any helpful means. They do it to create an undead army of minions. Thankfully, there's no resurrectionists here in the city. Everything is fine. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah. If the three of you are content for the moment, we bring in the other half of you. You see now that the shift has already begun. the workers have already head off towards their various designations, and there's nothing more than a handful of people left here in front of the steamfitters here. See the current shift boss, clipboard in hand, going through numbers, has to look up occasionally and has to use his fingers to do math, and then goes back to jotting down notes. But you also see a trio of probably equally dangerous individuals to you. Certainly enough weaponry on them to be a bother should it come down to a fight. Anything the three of you would like to do?
Look for somebody who looks like they know anything about rocks. Which, I mean, this is
It
miners,
is a
right? But like
mine.
the most official looking guy that would know something about rocks.
Is this like the How to Kill a Geologist?
No.
First, I would brandish my obsidian dagger, and they would be compelled to come closer.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, by this point, the fact that there's 6 of you that have gathered, the boss now looks over at you. But I'll just stand there. What, you need an invitation to go work? Get to it.
I'm here to break rocks.
Yeah, I'm getting a migraine and I ain't gonna be breaking no rocks. These hands are made for playing cards and other things, but not mine, and is not one of those things. I can tell you that right now. I have a question I'm hoping maybe you can answer.
Look, I got 3 crews out today. Just disappeared. No one knows what happened to them. We're stretched thin as it is. I don't have time for any tourist questions. But head on over to the guild if you need someone to walk you through the city.
Oh no, my good sir.
Friend,
we are.
we are here to help you solve problems, not
Oh,
create
good.
more work for you.
Then why don't you say so? Look, we got one mine shaft down there. We think that's where they kept disappearing. Say they heard weird things. I think they just found a way out and decided not to work for today. Then, where's, steps back inside for a second, comes out, hauling a set of keys. These should get you past any doors that you need. And, yeah. Always appreciate
Now-
some union help.
Do you often get people walking off the job? Is this the kind of job that somebody might want to walk away from?
If you were busting rocks for 10 to 12 hours a day, every single day of the week, you might eventually want to walk off too.
That's fair. I've had my days.
Yep.
Long time gone. Can't do it anymore. Showing off his pneumatic limb.
Now, they didn't say they were sending 6 of you, but I guess I appreciate the extra security.
Well, there's 6 of us here. I don't see any point of us not working together, even if we didn't come together. If the 3 of you find that agreeable.
True, you work for the
Said it
guild.
better myself.
Yeah, wait. I don't recognize you, do I? Looking over at Thomas.
I would imagine you would. Not many people do.
All right.
Well,
Making my business not to be recognized.
Fair enough.
hate to say it, but I don't care how many of you are, that doesn't change the 100 script reward that we got here.
I can't imagine it would. Wouldn't want to stretch you too thin when you got an operation like this to run.
Appreciate it. Well, tosses you the keys.
Script between 6 of us? She looks over at Dwayne.
I do understand. Tell you what. I'm gonna take a look around a bit, and the mine has been for soulstone and iron, right? I'll tell you what. I think it would be magnanimous of you to raise the offer just a bit to meet the danger that we might be encountering. This is my first time down in tunnels like this. I know what can happen.
I feel like that's probably a convince roll.
I was hoping for barter. Is that a possibility?
Barter would mean that you were giving something and getting, like, an exchange of goods. You're just straight up asking for more money.
Fair enough.
Platters popped up, you know.
Would anyone be able to assist that might have actual ranks in convince?
Hey, good luck.
What's your AV?
Oh, my AV
Yeah.
is -1.
Okay, I have a 2 in convince with no ranks, so I might be able to help.
No,
I have
it,
I have a 2 in convince, but it with 2 ratings, whatever.
June
Oh,
would
Well,
probably be
June
better.
actually has been talking, so
Yeah.
that would
Yeah,
make
she
at least a little bit of sense.
And June's part of that group of 3, so that makes sense for June to do it. Yeah.
she like gives him a little point and says, we're going down there. You could have just gone down there and looked to see if there's a hole somewhere. If there's just a hole. We're going down there, putting our lives on the line. There's got to be something more than that out there.
Plus, I'm not good at math. We just want to make it even between the 6 of us.
Yeah, roll your assist with a positive twist. Damn it!
Oh, take a shot.
Take a shot,
take a
everybody!
shot.
I shot,
Yeah,
shot,
take a
shot, 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 everybody.
You don't have any booze, but
So,
It
what is your
is-
AV?
Total with June's help, it's +1.
So, what you're adding, just want to make sure we got the assist correct. If not a subordinate character. Yep. So you add just the full ranks. So you said it's a +1
Total.
total. That is a 9 of crows. Just shakes his head. This is the allotment they gave us to fix that, to clear out whatever's down there. Anything else is coming out of my pocket.
I tell you what then. If we find any curiosities down there, could we just keep them then?
Whatever you find down there, as long as it isn't stamped with the MS and U property, I don't give a damn what happens to it.
Very good. Very,
Well, you've been
very
more
good.
than generous. Thank you much.
Do me a favor, of course. If you need anything, we'll be up here. And if you see one of those damn steamboard things, just stay out of its way. They've been on the edge recently.
On edge how?
Like they're a little fussy when it comes to putting them to work.
I got that same problem.
weren't they built to do specifically that though? Like, and how long has that been happening?
Nothing to worry about. Look, we got people on it. We got folks that love the reading and they got that sparkly magics. They know what they're doing.
Doc, you are gonna have better luck drawing water from a stone than getting the truth out of a manager.
Well,
That is, if there's any truth left in him.
he will just give you. And, well, off to work. Again, if you need anything, you know where to find me.
Work indeed.
Turn and head on back into the Union building. 6 of
Y'all
you
are
alone.
with the guild, correct?
Yep.
Good.
Of course.
At least I am. This nutter, I don't know.
I resent
Well,
that comment.
You can put a
But he's
word
good in a
in.
pinch.
Good in a pinch is good, but all I need is for someone to put a word in when this is done.
I got a question. Player question.
Hmm?
Maeve looking at Ross and being in Ross's vicinity,
Mhm.
do I pick up anything weird coming off of him? Like, do I know that he's got... Okay. Just wondering if that was a thing.
Us is a totally normal person.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. And Maeve is a totally normal person, too.
Perfect.
Wow, two totally normal people.
Two totally
just
normal
hanging out.
people. It's going to be great. It's
Yeah,
fine.
People do.
Thomas is just gonna start trotting on. I don't know any of you, so there's trouble. You just call out for Withermore. Blue Fingers. That's what they call me when they remember me.
Real quick, before we head into the fray, just in case we end up back to back, I would like to have an understanding of y'all's capabilities.
Maeve will turn around and point to the red cross on her haversack and then turn back around.
Sawbones.
Sure.
Got it. Look over
Name's
to
M-
Margaret.
Yeah.
How about you?
Name's Margaret. If you need any type of muscle or someone to get rightly socked in the face, just let me know.
All right, we're going to be up front together. Sounds good to me.
Is Margaret
And
really
Withermore, you look like a gun hand. All right about that?
Because I got my gun on my hand.
You
You also got a little bit of a disconfiguration going on. Never mind.
I don't be attracting attention to people's disconfigurations over there, Dwayne. Damn.
Honestly, that's nothing compared to most people, and you know it.
That's true.
Work at a printing press.
Ah. Well, as long as you got it honestly in labor, won't hear another thing from me.
I won't hear another thing about it. We walking or we gonna have a little social gathering? Because I'll go get some sandwiches if that's the case.
Yeah, you were all
All right.
welcome to start your advance down the mine shaft.
Or our party. There were two options. What if we wanted to have a sandwich party? No.
I mean, we got
A
we got
picnic.
platters.
Different TTRPG.
You would also have gotten just a little like hand-drawn map of where you're headed as you start your descent into the mines. You pass by the sound of metal just clinking against stone repeatedly. A few of the mine shafts that you pass by, you can hear singing coming from. A chorus of individuals in kind of this callback type song. Just pass the time to keep their sanity from dropping too low. As hour after hour of sitting in near darkness, staring at stone, it can start to get to you. But change the music here. Because you eventually hit the point where any sounds of life is far, far behind you. The occasional rock that just clatters its way down the slight decline you've been following for the past 5-6 minutes. The only light coming from the occasional lantern hung up on every other support. And even then, half of them have gone out and no one's been down here to refill them. At this point, I would ask who would be in the lead.
Minus any reservations that I would have, I'd probably be up front, and as a mechanical note, I would have moved my protection over to Sawbones. So June, Ross, and Sawbones would have it.
Understood?
I love that it's the first game and I've already got a nickname. That's
Oh,
cool.
good.
Doc Sawbones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I
keeping my
mean,
eye on you.
that's
you
fine.
never said that your name.
Yeah, I
too,
didn't say my
so
name. I know.
I was like, gotta have something to call you.
Doc, Sawbones. She'll answer to it all. It's fine.
Alright. Then, Dwayne. What is your... my skill list? What's your notice AV?
My notice AV,
Mhm.
-1.
Would it be fair to say that like I was up close enough to the front as like another one of the frontliners
If
to
you'd
be
like
able
to
to
be,
help with
absolutely.
that? All right, because my notice is a +4.
Gotcha.
Ooh.
Then I'm gonna flip one card and compare it to both of your AVs. Oof, which is the 12 of Rams. That means
For once, I'm actually paying attention.
puts Margaret, puts you up to a 16. Do you have any triggers for notice by chance?
No, unfortunately. And it's all cunning stat. It's not really as much ranks.
Fair enough. Well, as you are up there next to Dwayne, hearing the soft chatter going on behind you between new and even newer companions, there's a sound far ahead of you that just, even for a moment, just causes that your heart to kind of freeze in your chest, butterflies, and it's the sound of a very deep bestial growl. Even though there shouldn't be any beasts down here, they get cleared out by hunters regularly. For any animal to survive down here, they'd be starving to death.
Unless there were a bunch of miners that could eat.
Or that.
Yeah, Margaret is going to kind of like put a hand up, put a hand back, kind of exchange glances with Dwayne. Like, ever quiet. I think there's a critter or something down there. Listen close.
Take a moment to stop and listen. It's quiet.
Well, my hearing ain't so good anymore, so I'm gonna trust you on that. What do you want to do?
Well, we gotta get down there one way or another, so I guess we just proceed with caution, as tried as that sounds.
That sounds sensible enough to me. And I will proceed with caution.
Do you kind of
If we
disseminate this
can use
information behind
stealth,
you?
I might.
Do you spread this information to the others behind you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can absolutely run a group check. Let everyone compare your stealth value against an 11 of tomes.
That's gonna be a total of 11 for me.
11, okay.
13.
10.
10's not bad. Anyone lower than a 10?
You,
You
said it was
16.
you said it was what skill?
Stealth.
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 Oh yeah, I'm good at that. Hold on.
I'm a
Ross.
9.
Okay, it's not too
Nine.
bad.
Stealth. I have a 4 in stealth.
So 15. Okay.
Oh,
So-
15.
So 15. Okay, you're good.
Then
Also, everybody, I'm gonna put a card out front. This is one of my abilities. I'm putting a 4 of spades, or I don't remember what spades is right now. Crows
Crows.
up front. If you need it, it's here. Sometimes it's helpful to like fail with a card because sometimes you have a special ability that'll help. So I'm putting it in front of me. If you need it, just remind me. 4 of spades.
All right.
Crows.
the beginning fate card. The fantastic ability. So, as you all press on, now the chatter coming to a close, all of you sneaking your way up best you can. You can once again hear that growling. It's this wet, hungry growl of something as if its mouth is just dripping with saliva as it's letting off this sound. Hard to place exactly where it is, but it sounds hungry. The only way forward is to continue down.
June, did you get enough to eat this morning?
You know damn well I did not get enough to eat this morning.
Fair enough.
I ain't gotta run fast. I just gotta run faster than the rest of y'all. At least
So-
one of y'all.
Is there any way to like guess what this thing is based off of like a knowledge or a skill? check at
Absolutely.
all, or-
Once again, let me pull up the skill checks here. Did you have a skill in mind?
I have 2 ranks in husbandry, so I know animals. In a way,
You know what? I'm
it's a
gonna attempt-
stretch. It's a stretch, but I'm throwing it out there.
Stretch.
I'm going to try as well with either history or literacy.
I'd say history would definitely work.
That's fine, I can
Husbandry,
do history.
not so much.
Like I said, it was a stretch. But I can do history as well. What's your history?
Mine's 5.
Oh God, you do it.
Okay.
Mine's only a 2.
Ross,
Do you have ranks?
I do not.
Okay.
that's a 6 of rams. Brings you up to an 11.
I'll try that.
There's a lot of beasts native to Malifaux. A lot of creatures known as the Neverborn. Whatever this beast might be, it's definitely along those lines.
Ross, puts his head down for a second. Well, guys, it seems that this could be one of our friends, the Neverborns, again.
Are you
Well,
kidding me? Neverborns
least-
again?
at least we know how to be friendly. Take out my hammer.
I'll shoot it in the spine again like I did that last one.
You know what? Maybe we'll be glad that you didn't spend up your luck last night.
That's true. Maybe I'll make it out of here again.
In case I'd rather it not be some type of surprise. I'm gonna see if I can try. Like, is this what the track skill is for? Like, trying to find like
Absolutely.
signs of. Okay, I'm going to try to find like signs of any direction it could have gone in, whether it's like claw marks somewhere or tracks or there's saliva around. Maybe there's some saliva on a wall somewhere. I don't know.
What's your
But
AV?
yeah,
You
plus
can
4.
you can only assist if you're doing it with the same skill.
Yeah.
That is a 7 of tones. Total of an 11. With the occasional kind of crisscrossing of tunnels that you're passing by, you do catch signs of dried blood. At first, nothing seems to really lead anywhere. And then you see that they're faint, they're old, but there are drag marks. Little divots in the earth and stone of something being dragged away deeper into one of these tunnels.
Well, if other miners did go this way, I don't think they had a very good day.
It
Question:
is mighty unfortunate.
How long does it take me to make compounds? Is that like something I'd have to do before we were in this mine, or is it something I can do in the field if I have the tools?
I think that's like a
'Cause it
downtime
doesn't
activity.
say. Dang it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, you would need access to like a working laboratory.
Okay. Let's say I have the alchemistry tools. I just didn't know if I could do that like in the field. Okay.
Yeah, probably when you're sitting down to eat, to drink, to relax.
Okay.
But you have direction. They don't seem to have spotted you yet, as their growls and their noises don't seem to be getting any more distressed or urgent. It's almost like they're communicating to each other back and forth, but very calmly.
So there's more than one.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It sounds like they might be communicating to each other.
You've definitely heard multiple points where these growls could be coming.
Animals, but they're smart animals at least. Don't suppose anyone has any way to put them on the back foot.
Ambushes are always a great way to do so.
Y'all want me to try to sneak ahead and see if I can see what they are, and maybe we can get a game plan from there?
Seems better than twiddling our thumbs here.
I can do that. Y'all hear me holler, y'all just run though, alright?
Of course.
I'm good at two
Ross.
things. Sneaking and hollering.
Those seem counterproductive, but okay.
Yeah.
All right, June.
Good in different situations, different scenarios. She's got two possible.
I got two modes. Sneaking,
Yeah.
hollering. Which one you want? You want me to sneak or you want me to holler?
Obviously,
I sneak
we want
up
to
on you,
do
you be hollering. I can make people holler too.
Wouldn't that be a third thing?
That is a third thing. I can make people holler too. But well, lots of different ways to make people holler, but we don't need to get into that right now. We're
You're
in
a
mind over
sneaker, you're
mind.
talking a whole lot.
Well, she was saying she's good at the sneaking, but also the hollering.
This
I
is
guess
the
the
hollering
talking would
part.
be the
She'll
hollering
do the
part that she's
sneaking
trying to
soon. 'cause
explain.
I saw
Right.
June's face. That's the face of a person who's about to punch somebody. I think at that point Maeve was like, okay, it's fine. We'll talk about it later.
Wow.
Go ahead.
All right, June.
She pulls out. She's got the little. What is it? Let me see. How to say this word because you want to see. I don't. I'm not good at like I can read words very well, but I don't speak words very well. Honestly, real person Marlowe thing. This is a thing. I don't know. A garrote. She's got a little garrote.
A garrote wire.
Rottweiler.
She
Rottweiler, yeah.
she takes it and she like taps her taps her hat, the brim of her hat with it, and then points it with her more. I see you. And then she starts sneaking, doing a little sneak. You see her kind of
That's-
scoot off into the darkness.
That sounds like an
Right.
intimidate hoop. Just saying.
And
Possibly to
Does
attract.
June
I
all
don't
we can
know.
do is just
Waste
whisper.
the cards.
I
Does June not have any
swear
melee
she's
weapons?
good in a fight.
At least she can see.
Well,
June, do you have melee weapons on you that are visible, other than the garrote?
Oh, I've got a gun. I've got a little, but you can't see it.
Wait,
No,
okay.
Not really. No.
So
No.
before you walk off, Maeve is going to reach underneath her duster and hand you a hand axe, because it's a quiet weapon. And she's gonna look at you and go, I want that back. Don't use the gun.
Oh. Well, you wouldn't know what. The garrote is like isn't it like a...
It's like
What is it?
concealable.
Yeah, but it's like isn't it like a little knife or something like that? Like, what did I
Garrote-
read?
No,
It's
it's
a garrote wire.
It's a wire.
literally
It's a
like-
wire
Oh.
with two handles
What did
that
I
you
read
use
was
to
that
choke somebody
then?
out.
What? No, that wasn't what I... There was something I read. I mean, I believe all of
This
you. You were
makes
all
the hat
absolutely
thing
right.
make more sense because I'm imagining you tapping some limp wire on the top of your
Yeah,
hat.
no.
I'm like,
I
that's
thought
still
too.
really cool, but like I
No,
don't.
that's not what I meant. It was there was another thing that was right next to it. I must have looked at the wrong thing. Let me see.
There's lasso, garrote, flail, driving whip, and barbed whip in that classification.
No, that's not what it was. There was something else. Anyway, don't worry. It's just say it's a little knife, and that's way better than
Get
what
a
I was
knife.
trying to
Okay,
do. Anyway,
then,
it's a little
then I will
tiny.
take my then I will take my hand axe back.
A hunting
It's
knife.
just
Hunting knife is concealed.
Yeah.
Hunting,
Yeah,
hunting
she's
knife,
got a little
very well.
hunting knife, and she's like,
Okay.
and then she goes, there we go.
Well,
I don't know what I read. I read something else.
that's a
I
3
know.
of crows for your stealth. Would you like to cheat?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I have an 8 of crows.
8 of crows. All right. That brings you up to a 13.
Yes.
Beautiful. Yep. You would sneak ahead a ways, that growling getting closer and closer, till that scent of old, dried corpses hits you. You step into what looks like kind of an old gathering point. You can see busted up chairs and tables. There's still a minecart down here. There's tools kind of scattered around. There's also bodies, parts of bodies at least, scattered across the cavern floor. And sitting over top of one of them, sniffing along its body, is this odd-looking creature. It only has 2 legs. Sorry, 3 legs. Its body is almost entirely like this chitinous armor plating. Its mouth is massive, taking up probably a third of its entire body mass. Multiple eyes that almost insect-like run up both sides of its face. And it just sniffs at one of the bodies and bites and just rips off some cloth before digging into what's left of the meat. You only see 2 of them.
So it's just like a big dog thing, big wolf thing. Is that what she said?
Kind of. So they look more insect-like than mammalian.
Oh, okay. They're making that noise back and forth to each other. So I'm like, okay. Just surveying them, giving them a look over. Is there any way I can, like, any sort of like, can I see any sort of weakness in their? I'm assuming they're buggy. They're kind of got some sort of chitinous exterior or exoskeleton sort of thing. Is there any sort of like weak point I can see on them?
What's your notice, AB?
Oh, I'm good at that. Hold on, let me get it pulled back up. Yeah, I've got a so it's cunning. So 4 in notice.
It's a 10 of crows, a 14. Most of their body looks pretty well armored, short of probably the mouth.
She does it. She does this. Look, watch. I'm gonna do it here. Watch. She goes, and then backs up into the shadows. She heads back to the crew.
Unnoticed, they continue their sniffing around.
When June comes back, and she just kind of like slides out of the darkness. All right, here's the deal. They like big old bugs, and their mouths look like the only spot that might be like a weakness. I only saw 2 of them, but that doesn't mean there's all there is. They could be all over the place. They're bugs, you know. I'm thinking like like ants. You see ants everywhere in tunnels under the ground. They go tunneling under the ground. Maybe these guys are too. And if we're hearing them way up here, maybe there's more of them around. But anyway, I saw two.
Thinking though. So about that game plan. What are we thinking?
Well, better for us to ambush them than for them to ambush us.
Right on.
2 of them, 6 of us. I like those numbers.
Might
Are
be
we
good to
gonna
keep it
sneak-
quiet.
Yeah, are we gonna sneak up there, or are we gonna somehow lure them out?
Or we rush them.
Are there any crates of explosives or dynamite or anything that we passed on the way down? Because it is a mine.
You might not want to blow a hole while we're underground.
No, I get that. I'm just formulating something in my head. Because if there's a spot of the mine that is either been tapped or doesn't matter anymore, you might be able to set up to lure them in and then collapse it on top of them.
I would say that June probably would have seen some boxes marked explosives down there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know they technically belong to the Union, but
They're not going to be happy.
There's some
but
boxes down there.
I would be paying attention because part of my background is experience in the mine and experience with explosives.
Yeah.
So I would be looking when we're bringing up this idea at what kind of support structure we're looking at for the cave.
It's just wooden and reinforced posts, like every 10 to 15 feet.
Unless
Like
we
I-
were going deep.
yeah, it was an idea. It's not something that we have to run with. I'm just, thinking all options.
We might be able to rig smaller bits of explosives. Only we had a corpse.
There was a corpse down there. They was eating on it.
Hoop?
Mhm.
I would like to use one of my abilities.
What you got?
Sense corpse.
Yes! I love it.
Not sus at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. Guys, I'm totally legit.
He works for the Union. It's totally, or for the guild. It's totally
I work
fine.
for the guild. So this character may discard a card to sense the presence of a corpse. It says within 5 yards.
Yeah,
I figured I'd try.
sure.
So,
There's
I'll
enough dead down
discard,
here.
I'd like to discard this ace.
Absolutely. The body of a old dead miner.
So it doesn't. The corpse is typically buried in the ground and requires digging to exhume, but I can kind of sense like where it is, basically.
It's not buried down here. It's mostly eaten, but it's not buried.
There's a corpse right here, guys.
That
Like,
gonna be enough to-
magically, not even looking, he just points to where there was a corpse. All along, it was right there, guys.
Back up
Attaboy,
in-
Ross.
That gonna be enough
Attaboy.
to attract it, given it's so picked over.
He picks him up, and guys, I can make him look like brand new.
What you mean by that?
You know what? I'm not going to ask questions.
He just, cause like Ross, if you haven't seen what he kind of looks like, he literally looks like an Undertaker. He has like the top hat, he's got like the black coat, the black pants. He just like pulls over, open his coat, and it just has like needles and syringes and stuff. Like, I can make it look brand new. I used to do this, my old job.
You have embalming fluid on you?
Not exactly.
I think we're going through a long way where we could just rush them. They're eating.
I know, but we're halfway down this corridor already. It's starting to sound kind of fun.
I mean, we can
Yeah.
still use the body. We just throw it as a distraction.
That's what I was thinking.
So June, the things where they are, it's on a lower, like it goes up, or are we on the same?
Kind of flat.
Was it like the
Elevation?
same plane or?
I mean, you're going down to it, but once you hit the bottom,
Okay.
it's just a flat.
Maybe we place the corpse and make a commotion for them to see it.
Yeah, I mean, there was something down there they was eating on, but if this one looks better than what they're eating on, they might eat on it. I don't know.
I guess it could be worth.
This
a
sounds
try.
like a dumb enough plan that it might just be a TTRPG game.
Exactly.
If we, I guess it's technically defiling a body. If you want to make it even more absurd, just plant some explosive in it, light it, throw it down, and they might go over it to it by the time it explodes.
The explosives are in the
Oh,
room
I
with
was
them.
going to rig it with something that might explode more on contact or pressure, like a blast cap.
Yeah, cool.
Do we have any explosives? Because it was in the room with them, so I don't know if I can sneak past them good enough to get it. There's a goddamn
Well,
fly
you said
in my face.
there was that. There was the box of Union.
Yeah, in the room with the creatures.
In the room.
Oh, it's
Mm.
all in there.
Yep.
Still telling y'all, if we rush them now, they'll be eaten and distracted. And we can do the little song and dance routine at a different time.
Sorry,
Oh,
Billy
fair
Bob.
enough.
Next time, he just throws the corpse back onto the ground.
Bye, Billy Bob.
Alrighty then.
All right, let's go. And Roz just like pulls up his staff, and it starts to like glow this slightly eerie green.
What'd you say your business was, friend?
I take care of people.
Does Billy Bob have anything on him? As we go past, can I like roll the body?
Really, just a minor.
Okay.
Just a worker. But you all can continue down following June's path the first time. Eventually hitting the point where you can also smell the dead bodies. Hear that growling back and forth between these two creatures. Now, the one that they were eating, they have picked over it, started to move along to others, and one's even on top of an old barrel that is currently just like biting at, trying to get open. What would you all like to do?
Well, if we're gonna rush.
Alrighty then.
Go fast.
Now,
Just like
we'll do some initiative flips.
So I looked at my initiative and I messed it up the same way I messed up my defense and my wounds. So it's actually higher.
Oh, good.
I messed up in a good way.
Huh.
What kind of terrain do we have in this area?
It's kind of rocky.
Cool.
Alrighty then. So I will go.
You know,
Let's go left to right. Because why not? So, Russ. That's a 6 of
3.
throws. Brings you up to a 9. A 7 of rams for Dwayne.
that would be a 7.
Initiative, not your strong suit. That's an 8 of tomes
I don't
for
have a lot of strong
June?
suits, but I'm good at very particular things.
June. 8 of tomes. What's your initiative, AV?
Sorry, I was shuffling trying to find it. What section is that in?
Speed plus
It's-
knowledge.
Oh, right here.
It's under
It's
derived
2.
aspect.
Yeah, sorry. I thought it was. I was looking in skills, not in. not in derived aspects.
Total of a 10. Ooh, a 13 of crows for, I will get all of your names, I promise, for Thomas.
17.
17 for Thomas.
Dang.
For
I think
Margaret,
13 to be fair.
it's a 3 of tomes.
Oh.
What's your total?
Not a good enough reason to cheat. That's gonna be 6 for me, boss.
6 for Margaret.
You almost caught up to me.
Maeve, that is a 12
I'm
of
so
crows.
fast. What the heck?
That gives me 14.
A 14.
Mhm.
Alrighty then. Being that it was your plan to simply catch him off guard, Thomas, it's your go. You're at a fairly
Fantastic.
decent range.
Fairly decent range. Say less than 12.
I will put you at 12. Exactly.
Perfect. Yeah, no, I'm going to, I can draw both my guns as a free action or a zero cost AP action. So he's going to reach to his side and then kind of out of his back, he's going to pull a second smaller pistol. Both Collier Navies, and I'm going to take a shot.
Go for it. You got one that's on the barrel, like eating at it, and one that's just kind of like rolling corpses over.
A barrel of explosives?
It's a barrel. Looks like
Oh,
maybe it
okay,
held
well.
rations at one point.
I'll shoot the one on the barrel then.
Alright.
Get off there.
What's your AV to shoot?
That's going to be a 6.
6. That's a red joker, my friend.
Okay, so that can be anything I want of any
That's-
suit.
14 of any suit you want.
Okay, I'd like it to be masks, please, and that will
Absolutely.
activate my my skill trigger for pistols.
So that brings us up to a 20 of masks, which is a severe success. So you get 2 positive flips for damage.
And I'm shooting with the first gun, which is brutal, so that's gonna be 3 positive flips.
Yep, you already maxed.
Dang.
I think we max out at 2, I believe.
Oh, okay, well, fine.
But either way, that is an 8 for your damage flip, which means that it is medium damage.
All right, it's gonna be 3, and then with pistol effect, it ricochets. So it's gonna damage another one within 3 yards of the target.
Absolutely.
And then it doesn't say to flip a new damage roll, so if that's the case, if it's doing medium damage again, the other one will take 2.
Take 2 damage. Gotcha. Your shot impacts, and it's just this like straight through blow that hits the building behind it, and there's just a ding of metal, and it ricochets back and lances the other one. Both of them now howl in pain and are actively searching till they catch scent and sight of the 6 of you. Got another action.
I do, and you can't take the same one twice. Sorry, can you take the same one twice?
Absolutely.
Oh, frick yeah. In that case, I'm gonna shoot him again.
Heck yeah. That is a 1 of masks.
Well, that's not great. I think I'm going to cheat a little bit. Which one is masks?
Masks.
In our
Diamonds.
diamonds? Oh,
Diamonds,
perfect. I'll make that 6 of diamond instead.
All right, so that brings you up to a 10 total. That will
It's 12,
6.
6 and 6.
Oh, I thought yours was 4. Yeah, a 12 absolutely is going to hit. And that's
I got
going to be
6.
damage with a -1 flip. Because this is the non-brutal one, right?
If I'm alternating,
Up to you.
but if I can, I'll shoot with the same one twice. I'll go through the longer barrel first, because since we're out of range, because technically Christy can't reach him at 12.
Then it's just a straight flip. And
Yeah.
it is a moderate damage.
All right, that's gonna be another 3. I'll have both of them take the 3 and the other take the 2, so 5 to both of them.
All right.
So he just kind of draws and then shoots them both. So the chitin reflex takes kind of splinters the bullet off into the other one,
You
and then shoots it so they kind of.
also notice that these shots, though they are clean, they are impacting, they are causing damage. There's a little bit where you can see they just kind of phase out of existence on the impact and then phase back in, as if they don't quite belong here. But that brings us down to Maeve.
Okay, so if the terrain in here is considered severe, because it's all rocky and craggy, or if there is soft cover, I want to I want to discard a card just to do Circle the Wagons,
Oh,
which turns soft cover into hard cover and treats severe terrain as if it were soft cover. So I'm going to burn a 2
yeah,
and activate that.
absolutely.
So that's for everybody that can hear me.
That
So
would be everybody, yeah. You all get lots of
And
cover.
that's- yeah. Until the end of dramatic time, which I guess is the end,
The end of combat, yep.
The end of combat. Okay, that's what I thought. And then I am going to move. Like, I'm assuming this is like a big room
Mhm.
with like walls and stuff. I'm going to go along the wall to the left to get out of the cluster of us
Okay.
because no,
You're still
that's
gonna
always bad.
stay about that 12 yards away, just kind of circling.
Yeah. I'm spreading the pack so that we're not a cluster. And
Perfect.
then if I can do it, I'm going to slide on my knuckle dusters just in case I have to punch somebody.
Absolutely. Brings us down to June.
That's me. June is going to use this opportunity to find hardcover.
Yep.
If possible.
The fact that, I mean, I think Maeve just kind of points out, like, as they're starting to move away, it's like, "No, that's great cover, that's great cover, that's great cover. And it's just like nominating all these things that your mind is immediately picking up on.
Yeah, so I'm going to move to that cover. So you can do 2 actions plus movement, or is movement considered an action in this?
Move is considered an action.
Okay. So I'm going to use 1 to move to some hard cover, take cover behind it. And then I'm going to fire at the nearest one with my
Absolutely.
little
Go for it.
B&D pocket.
What's the range of your handgun there?
6. Is that close enough?
What's your move? Move speed. Your walk.
4.
So you, with walk 4, you'll be able to get within 8 yards. You won't be able to get within 6.
Okay. So I will then let me rethink this. So since Thomas is like fired at them, and so I'm gonna try to stealth my way over to hard cover.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna use both my actions to do that.
Yeah. What is your stealth AV?
Stealth is, gosh, there's so many things to look at here. Boop boop boop. Oh, here it is. It is 4.
Well, that's a 13 of crows, so yeah. I think you're fine. Alrighty
Yay.
then. They absolutely lose sight of you. That brings us down to Ross.
All right. Ross is going to raise his staff and close his eyes and use 1 action to focus.
You discarding
So
a
I'm
card?
focus +1. Yep. Wait, no, that's an action. It's not a discard.
What am I thinking of that discards?
Defensive stance, maybe?
Defensive stance.
Yep, that's absolutely the case.
All right, so I'll do focus +1, and now I'm going to use magic, which is always fun. I'm gonna use elemental. So how far are they? First
12.
12. Okay. Crap. Okay. I'm going to use an elemental projectile, which starts as 5, -3 because my focus object, so I'm gonna bump it twice the alter range immuto,
Okay.
which brings it to 6.
Okay.
I'm going to include my poison, which makes it a 7, and I'm going to increase damage twice, so that's 11.
All right. And what's your AV?
5.
5.
I need books, tomes.
That's a 4 of masks.
Just gonna take the fail.
You start focusing. Oh wait, no, you focus. Get a positive twist to this. Oh wait, not to this.
Yes,
you get a positive twist to the attack.
Yeah, that's the attack.
Yep. For my brain has a hard time racking around the fact that both the attack and the roll to see for power cast are the same flip.
I'm sorry, who? The what? The roll?
Well, that's a 9 of rams. Still not your tome.
Shot.
Unfortunately, it's a ram. Unless you like
Alright.
to cheat.
I have nothing to cheat. I will draw a card for failing a magic duel.
Yep. Start focusing on the magic, and it just fizzles out down here, leaving this horrendous smelling smoke in its wake. Well, that brings us down to the beasts, who I believe are both just going to charge. And Thomas, you blasted the ever-living hell out of both of them, so they're both, yeah. Like, you can see them just immediately go into this tripod sprint, like headed straight towards outcroppings of rocks and just these crumbling piles of stone, and they just run through them, no problem. They run through minecarts. They seem to be able to just blink in and out of existence at times.
Oh no.
Now,
Do I not have my bustly big companions in front of me?
I was going to say, do we get
Slow.
a disengaging strike?
Yeah.
Are they going to be
I'm
moving
in
past
danger.
us?
I don't think anyone moved in front of Thomas, unless I'm
No,
mistaken.
We haven't yet.
We were just in front as we were
Oh,
moving.
that
I
is
figured
true.
as if we were rushing. I don't know.
Okay,
Might have
I mean,
gone
yeah,
first,
you
but
tell
don't
me
mean I'm
who's in front.
I'm not leading this. You think I'm crazy?
I would have assumed it would have been myself and Margaret.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll put one into Margaret and one into Dwayne. So
Ooh,
they're both going
I almost got attacked there. That's
Yeah,
terrible.
like what do I need to give you for that?
So they're both going to charge, and they're both going to siphon your existence.
Oh God.
Oh,
See, this
that
is what
sounds
happens
horrible.
when you don't put the
I'm
muscle
in
in people.
danger.
So the one against Margaret. What's your defense AV? It doesn't matter.
Let me find that real
It doesn't
fast.
matter. That's a black joker.
Oh,
Can
great, cool.
you cheat for other people?
Wait, what was it?
It's a black joker.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Black Joker.
I'm in
Oh.
danger.
That means your
No.
defense is considered a 0 with no suits.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, I thought that was their attack. Sorry, guys.
So, that means that I am going to do a damage flip with a double positive.
Hmm.
So that's 4 damage, and I need you to pass a TN 13 willpower duel.
Uh-oh.
What is your willpower AV?
Not great. It's a 2.
That's a 15 of tomes. You are fine.
Oh.
Good news for you, so you only take the 4 damage.
Okay. Alright, I can do that.
And now the one against Dwayne. What is your defense AV?
1.
Well, good news, that's a 2 of tomes. That means it's also going to get a double positive flip to damage against you, which is only moderate, so that is 3. And I also need you to make a TN 13 willpower.
That's down to 1 because of my armor.
And what's your willpower?
That's the derived aspect?
Yeah.
6.
Alright. Is willpower derived?
Yes, it is.
Absolutely is, yeah. Well, that's a 12 of crows, so that brings you to an 18. Both of you are fine. We don't get to see the cool ability. But that's fine.
Oh no.
That's okay. They have a... You want all dues made against... Oh. Interesting. Okay. Well, they're gonna hit both of you with a time shutter. This is a 0 action, 0 AP move. So against Margaret,
What?
that's a 6, and against Dwayne, that's a 13. So, Margaret, what was your willpower?
My willpower is a 2.
So 6. That's only going to bring you up to an 8. They are going to slow you. They physically steal your
no.
time. That means next turn you only have 1 AP. Or sorry, this turn,
Oh.
because you haven't gone yet.
That's a problem.
But that's it.
Yeah.
Dwayne, this thing tried to bite you, managed to rip through some of your armor, and you're up.
I'm checking something really, really quickly.
Wait,
Sorry.
how did the whole disengaging strike thing work then? Can we do that? Or.
So
No, that's only if they move past us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And okay.
they ran straight.
It's
to you.
basically an attack of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of doing damage, it just makes them stop.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dwayne, you're up.
And since I can't find it, I am just going to go ahead and use one move to hit with my hammer.
Yeah. AV?
That is 4 for pugilism.
That's a 1 of crows.
Well, we're gonna change that to a queen
So, 12 of...
of rams.
12 of rams. Yep, absolutely gonna hit. And that's gonna be defense with a -1 twist. That is moderate damage.
It would actually be at. I get to ignore 1 negative on damage flip with my pneumatic limb with fist load.
So that's moderate. You got a 7 and a 10, either way.
Okay. Then that's going to be 3 damage.
Going to be reduced down to 2. Because they are partially incorporeal.
And then, noting the fact that they seemingly, to me, attacked with magic, I'm going to use my other action to flip my shield to myself, Margaret, and Maeve.
Gotcha. That brings us
And
down
that's my
to
action.
Margaret. Probably one of the fastest among us, but you were just caught off guard.
I can't. It happens sometimes. She didn't know how many people were bringing guns to this gun and knife fight, so, she's just standing back a little bit and figuring that out before just charging in and getting shot. So, now she knows, and has been slowed as a result, but hey, at least the people behind her are fine. Yeah, she's gonna do a very similar thing and just use her one action to, just take a punch at this thing with one of her fighting claws. So
Go for it.
yeah,
AV?
my AV for that is a +5.
That's a 10 of tomes for a total of a 15. That is absolutely a success. And a 15 to 9 is a straight flip. That's a 1. That is still minimum damage.
Alright, so that's one. Yep. Alright.
It's enough. It only had 1 left. just punched out, and it full on just squishes under the impact.
Yeah, she'll kind of hold up the fighting claw that she struck it with, and just kind of like flicks whatever is on it off, and say, "Well, the armor don't matter if you make the internal parts bleed."
Well spoken.
Science is according to Margaret. You have an
There's
action
no
left.
armor on the inside of you.
You have an action left.
Hit him
I was
again.
slowed, right?
Oh, you are slowed.
yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
Damn it! Don't
Okay.
correct him. Hit him again.
Sorry, I don't cheat.
Brings
Except the
us-
mechanic
The
in the
game
game.
is about cheating. What are you talking about?
It is kind of about cheating. At the top of round
Only
2,
lethal cheating.
you are all going to hear a much angrier and much louder growling let off this low chorus that just echoes from the tunnel behind you. And Thomas, you're up first.
Okay. They're both in in a fight, right? So I'd be shooting into an engagement.
You will be. But there's only one.
Just holding on.
One of them's dead.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I think in this state, would focusing help at all? Because technically, it's just because I'm technically flipping for both. Like when I shoot into an engagement, you flip for both targets within all the targets within the engagement.
Yeah.
And then.
And
But
then
with adding.
I don't think the flip would
no.
work for
focus would just
targeting.
work
It
for
would
the
work
attack.
for your attack and damage.
Okay, but yeah. All right. You know what? I'm going to learn by making a character mistake. And I'm going to shoot, but I'll do it with the smaller gun, Christy.
All right.
I got
So-
Shelly, Christy.
Dwayne, I'm going to flip for you first. The lowest card is the one that gets hit by the attack. Dwayne, that is a 5 of masks. And the creature you're fighting with got a 12 of tomes. So Dwayne, you just step to the side at just the wrong moment. Thomas, go ahead and make your attack. What
We
is-
can't replace that for him, right? The monster.
You may cheat fate on any of these flipped cards. You can absolutely cheat and turn that 12 into something else.
Okay, and the other card was a 4?
A 5.
5. Oh,
Wait.
where's the shared 4? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a shared 4 from
Yeah,
June.
June has a 4.
Good. May we have this? Yeah, perfect.
All right.
I'm hitting that damn bug.
You are. There's a moment where Dwayne starts to step in the way. As you're getting ready to pull the trigger, you hold off for just a moment longer and then take the shot. What's your AV?
Mm-hmm. That's a 6.
6 plus a 2 of pros for a total of an 8. Would you like to cheat?
In this case, no. Because missing lets me draw a card.
It does. It's gonna miss and you are gonna draw a card.
Oh, I meant to say I was gonna focus for that, but that's
Oh no,
fine.
you did say you were gonna focus.
Yeah.
Which brings you up to a 9 of tomes, which is a total of a 15. And that absolutely hits.
Okay, I will shuffle that card I just drew back in.
And you get a positive twisted damage, correct? No, this is not your brittle weapon.
Not with this one. This is the smaller one because I had a feeling I might shoot Dwayne.
That's an 11. That is severe damage.
All right, good news. It's gonna be the same damage for both of them. That's gonna be 4 damage, please.
That's enough to kill it.
I do appreciate if you're gonna shoot me that you shoot me with a smaller gun.
It's a bit more snub nosed than the other.
Now-
he just,
now
he
who?
just curves the bullet, man.
Who
Mhm.
is this
That's later.
character within 8 of me?
Yeah.
All right. this is my new pursuit. Ross, for a second, as the thing dies, his eyes go blank and his head just goes behind, and you just see. Now, is this a living or a spirit creature? Fuck, I should have asked that before.
It is not a living creature.
Never mind.
It is a void creature.
That's the characteristic?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Never mind. I didn't do anything cool.
All right. Well, that roaring now intensifies as both of these creatures are slain. You'd have one round if there's any preparations you'd like to do, as this thing is now barreling down the mine shaft behind you, headed your direction.
I'm gonna grab some dynamite.
Down behind us?
Yep, the way that you had come.
Yeah, they ambushed us. Who's looking roughed up, like super bad? Anybody?
I've taken 1 damage.
Margaret
I
took
mean,
what?
I took a little bit.
3? Do you look like? So I guess the better question is, what's your total normally?
My total's 7. And I'm at a 4 currently.
Scale of 1 to 7. It's a 4.
Yeah.
A 4 on the grimace scale.
4 on the grimace scale. Okay. I can patch you up if you come over to me.
Alright, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm going to rush in the direction of the thing that's coming toward us to reposition myself in front again.
Perfect.
Go up effectively a turn, or is this just everyone post gunshot? Oh, sweet. I'll reload. Might as well.
Beautiful. All right.
Ross will assist Maeve.
All right. So Maeve, what's your
I'm
AD?
Pull
getting
out all kinds of weird syringes with weird liquids out of his jacket.
Now, why do you need that size needle?
Because it's the biggest one I have.
That's an 11 of crows.
Well, I give you +3.
And I have a 5.
Yeah. So that's 8, total of a
19.
19.
You
Yeah.
heal full. Just re-heal.
So he starts pulling out syringes, and I'm pulling out like needle and thread that's already been threaded onto the needle and ready to go. And Maeve looks at the syringes, looks at Margaret. Yeah, I guess, and grabs one and hits a spot real quick, not even knowing what's in it. Just hits one of the
What did
spots that she's damaged, throws it back over, and then starts suturing it up, hoping that it's an anesthetic. Not sure.
So do you have
Undertaker?
you hear
Well,
one
no,
you heal
but
one +1 for every margin of success. So you heal 2.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be more than that? Because we had 18.
Oh, it's a TN5. For some reason I was thinking it was a TN10.
It's like a really low TN.
No,
So, 3
really
healing.
low TN. Yeah,
It's a 3 healing.
damn near to full.
Alright, cool. Oh, well,
No, you are full, yeah, because you were at 4. So yeah, you're back up to full.
yeah.
I wanted to go and get the dynamite. How much is in there? Is it like a big crate of it, or is it like a smaller box? Or
It's a smaller box and it's also fairly old. So how effective it is I guess we'll see.
we're gonna light it up today.
All right.
She's saying that
Miss
as she's like
Frizzle
putting
would
it in
be
her bag.
So proud.
With that, we are going to take a quick break, give everyone a chance to stretch your legs, wet your whistle, do what you got to do, and we'll come back with the daddy of these creatures that doesn't appreciate that you went and done killed its young.
We
So
should raise its kids better.
see you soon, everybody.
They don't eat people.
And welcome back, everybody. Where we left off, we'd dispatched the pair of these void creatures, these void wretches, that were simply trying to feast, got ambushed and then cut down. And in their death, they call on their parent, the much larger version of themselves, a creature known as the Void Hunter. And that's where we're going to pick up. With the Void Hunter getting an initiative of 15.
Well, Lottie, God, is for the hunter.
Thomas,
Called your mom into the fight? Not cool.
Yeah.
Thomas, you take that moment to quickly reload both handguns, point them up as this thing is just barreling down the tunnel towards you.
No, we don't just point them up. We spin and point them. Come on now.
So Sin, choose someone to draw a fate card.
I'm going to choose, let's see, myself. And it's a bad one anyway.
Fair enough. All right. Thomas, what would you like to do?
Cool. We're still using the same. I wasn't sure. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. What's the range on Mommy Dearest here?
I think at the moment it's sitting about 15.
That's a good. Okay. That's too far.
You
Walking
can certainly
connection,
move
yeah.
up and be side to side with your tank.
Yeah, but look, as a ranged DPS, I can't be there. No. Tell you what. I will. What will I do? Just be sad? I'll focus.
You can do so. Focus lasts till your end of your current turn, but you can do defensive stance, which gives you a +1 defense if you discard one card.
That's my cards, and I'm also. So walking's a move, yeah.
Yep.
God damn! How dare walking be a move? What is this, Pathfinder Second Edition? All right. In that case, you know what? Can I walk up? How far ahead is our tank? Is he Is he more than 3? Could I get 3 up? Or
Well, I would have used my movement to move, so I would think I would be at least 4 back from where I was.
Yeah, you're 4 up.
okay, so I could go 3 up and then pop.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
perfect. I'm gonna do that, and then let's see what Shelly's story is.
Before you make your attack, this thing is a monstrous version of the things that you just fought. It is leaking this fluid that where it hits the ground, it just turns it into this mess of time where it exists and doesn't exist. It's truly a horrifying creature. So, you need to pass a target number 12 horror duel.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, whatever.
No problem. This is fine. Horror duel.
I want this to happen. That's a centering, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Character encounters a true terrifying sight. They must pass a horror duel or become paralyzed with fear.
Willpower.
Is it willpower?
Yep.
Oh, willpower. Okay, yeah, cool. All right, I got a 3 to willpower.
3. That's a 5 of masks, taking you to an 8.
That's gonna be what's gonna be.
Okay. You are unfortunately paralyzed. Which I need to look up what the heck that condition does.
That makes it difficult to shoot, I bet.
A little bit.
Generates no
Or do anything,
There are no
probably.
actions during its activation. not even 0 actions. Paralyzed effect is removed at the end of the character's turn.
Okay, so I'm just stuck for my
So
turn
next
as I get
turn,
in range.
you'll gain no AP, but you still have 1 this turn.
You sure? Like, I don't do anything for this turn and next, and then the end of my turn.
Says
I can't declare an action. I can't declare an action when I'm paralyzed. I'm willing to take a shot at
You're
your
just-
big scary demon dog, but
Oh, your turn immediately ends.
bingo bango
There it
bongo.
is.
Oh, I didn't see that part. I'm looking at the cheat sheet.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's gonna be it.
So that means
he's
next
gonna,
turn you'll be fine. But this turn, you try to aim, and you just shook with fear. Alright. That brings us to the Hunter, who, much like the smaller versions, is gonna charge. Because this thing has a ridiculous speed. And full on just bounds forward every step, full on just skipping through time till it hits you. Its ability is called Obliterate. What's your defense?
The what?
My defense is 1.
1. Ooh, I mean, that's a 12 of tomes. That brings you to a 13. You good with that, or would you like to cheat?
That's fine.
It is going to hit you.
Yeah.
But it is damage with a single negative flip. Oh, but that's tomes. It also gets a trigger, which is great. That's moderate damage. That's 5. Reduced down to 2.
Is that a
It was.
Oh no,
tones.
that's trigger, not critical.
Yep. So, what's your willpower?
6.
6. That is a 1 of crows. Would you like to cheat?
Yeah, got a 5.
5 takes you up to an 11. That is still gonna fail. After you take the 2 damage, after it rips into you, it feels like it just straight up removed the armor from existence before it hit. And then you all see Dwayne just disappear. No blood, no corpse. Dwayne just doesn't exist anymore.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, sure. Yeah.
To the Shadow Realm.
Oh,
The
no.
Shadow Realm. I'm
The
sending you to
Shadow Realm.
Jacksonville, Tennessee.
Thomas, you are currently afraid of this thing. We're gonna hit you with some deja vu. What's your willpower?
A super high number that you can't hurt me anymore with. It's 3.
Well, that's an 11 of crows, which brings you up to a 14, which is enough to resist it. You do
Ah.
not get hit with deja vu.
Deja vu this dick.
uh,
Oh no. I'm really just scared. It's a defense mechanism. I don't
uh,
want my character to die yet.
Dave,
So Dwayne just poofs out of existence after getting slashed.
Yeah, he got sent to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo. What do you want me to do?
Oh, on that, was that a magical effect that I would have had a +2 with my magic shielding?
that is a melee attack.
Okay.
Also, question: since he's not on this plane of existence, does that shield go away?
No.
Okay, cool.
Actually, it only works when I have line of sight.
Really?
Oh crap!
Yep.
Yep.
Then your shields are
Ah.
gone.
Oh boy. Okay.
Sorry.
No. It was worth asking because I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Oh shit. Well, I'm not gonna get up and melee with it because fuck that noise. However, I can throw hand axes and I'm gonna do so. So.
What's the range?
range for me is 9 yards.
So,
So it's a 9.
yeah, it charged close enough. You'd be within 9.
Cool. I'm gonna chuck a hand axe.
I need
think
first.
it's-
We need to do a horror duel.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So that's a willpower. I have a willpower of 2.
That's a 4 of crows.
Yeah, we're gonna cheat that. Let's see. So that's
Target number 12.
number 12. I will blow a jack.
That's an
So that's,
11.
11.
So that's a success. You are now immune to this creature's terrifying condition for the rest of the battle.
Probably a good thing, considering I gotta patch people up too. Okay.
Then we make your attack.
Wing a hand axe.
What's
at
your
it.
TN? Or your AV, I mean.
If I'm looking at this right, I think it's a 2. I'm gonna ask, how do I make sure that I'm giving you the right number here?
Should be whatever used for your melee weapons.
Because it's being thrown, I get to use thrown. I
Oh,
think.
yes. So you're using throw, which goes off of...
There's thrown weapon ranks and grace.
Yeah, yep. So throw ranks plus grace.
Throw ranks plus grace. So 2. Yep,
Ooh.
I'm giving you the right number. So 2.
It's a 7 of crows.
9. You know what? Screw it. I'll cheat. My last one. Make it a 9.
A 9 plus 2, you said?
Oh wait. No. 7, 9. That's not gonna make a difference, is it?
Probably not.
Never mind. I will cancel that. Nope. I will keep what you got. Which is not gonna hit. So at least I'm assuming it doesn't hit.
No, it does not.
Okay.
And that is crows. Nope. It's not the trigger. You have a
Nope.
second action.
And then I have one other hand axe. I'll do it again.
The 3 of rams.
God damn it! Oh man.
Not today.
Not today. All right.
All
No,
right.
I'm feeling that Pathfinder natural 1 energy coming out of this right now.
Brings us to June.
All right.
Okay.
This thing is about 7-ish away from you.
I'm going to is that cover thing still relevant?
Yeah, same combat.
Still going on? Okay. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna try to do what I was doing before. I'm trying to find cover and then fire at it.
This thing doesn't particularly seem to care about cover. Kind of just phases in and out of existence at will.
Okay, well, we can just fire at it.
Yeah, just throwing that out there for you.
It's like
Do you get a
just-
bonus for being in cover?
No, I mean, probably. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
range
know,
attacks
like,
against
you
you,
get
you get a bonus to.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, June, like, is just stuffed a bunch of dynamite into her bag, and so she's rattling around with dynamite. But she's got her gun, carrying full dynamite, and gonna fire a weapon, while holding some dynamite on her person. It's
Yeah.
fine. She's good.
What's your willpower?
And you, so you're engaged in it in physical combat, though,
Nope.
right?
Dwayne
No,
doesn't exist
I chucked
anymore.
hand axes from range.
Oh, you should hand it. Right, you're right. It was
I do not melee unless I absolutely have to.
okay. I was just making sure I wasn't gonna like mess up.
No.
Here.
Fire away.
What's your willpower?
So she's gonna fire her pistol, her little B&D pocket.
What's your willpower, AV?
I knew you were gonna ask me a question that I didn't know the answer to, and then I have to look for. It's 2.
2. That's a 5 of crows. Would you like to cheat?
That's not very good at all. I don't think because what do I have? What's the number I have to hit?
12.
No, I'm not gonna hit it.
Then you
I
are.
think the first shot goes wide.
You're paralyzed.
No, you don't get
You
to
are
shoot.
terrified of this thing. Your turn immediately ends.
Someone who
Rude.
recently spammed my DM said, "I wanna make you move because you're standing still."
That brings us down to Ross. And there's only one card left in the Fate deck.
I'm gonna make you roll that. I almost said. I said roll. Damn it, Hoop.
Shot.
God.
Take a shot.
Shot.
I commended a bit too hard.
I both love and hate that rule. I'm gonna take 2 shots and just basically say like bring back Dwayne and just take 2 pot shots of magic.
What's
at
your
it.
willpower?
My willpower is a maximum of 4.
Well, that's a 3 of masks.
Oh no.
Well, now it's a 10. Well, it's a 14.
Oh,
14's good. You are no longer frightened of this thing.
All right. I'm gonna take 2 shots of the same thing, and as always, magic is so fun. We're gonna do elemental projectile twice. So it starts off at a 5 with my staff. It brings it down to 2. How far is it?
7.
7. So I'm gonna increase range by 1, so that brings it to a 4. And I'm gonna pump the damage 3 times, so that brings it to a 10. 11 plus, because I have to include poison. So 11 of tomes is what I need.
That's a 4 of tomes.
Well, that's one, so I'll just take this card out. Okay, not helpful. Go ahead, same thing.
That's a 12 of tomes.
So that will hit. Well, I mean, if that hits. So
Absolutely,
my
yeah.
AV is 5, so
So
5
17?
so 17.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, that is a damage flip with a single negative twist, so that's minimum damage.
All right. So 2 damage, and it is poison. So any character that suffers damage from the spell also gains +1 poison +1.
Gotcha.
So basically next turn it will take 1 damage.
Gotcha. Well, because that was a tome and it did fail its defense, it summons a void wretch next to it.
the little thing we just
One of
fought.
the little things you just fought, yep. And, Ross, you can either discard a card or you become fast until the start of your next turn.
So I get an extra action.
Yep.
Why would I want to discard not to be fast?
I don't know. It's you.
I'll do the same thing
Wait
again.
a second.
So you're becoming fast.
I am becoming fast.
Yep.
Yes.
It's called borrowed time. So you are basically taking some of its borrowed time.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll just take another pot shot. Do the same thing.
You shot twice already. You missed the first one.
Yeah.
So next turn
you
you get
said
an extra action.
Oh, next turn I get fast.
Yep.
I thought it was this turn. Okay. Cool.
All right. Well, there's a void beast on the field now. It's who would be in the front now? I think Thomas is in the front.
Well, I do have a question.
Yeah.
Do I exist in another space currently?
Technically, yeah. You were
Because
just removed from reality.
If I did, if I was capable of seeing myself, I would try to... I don't know where I'm at in the thing, but like I
you
have
are
the
second to
counterspelling
last.
ability.
So you have yet to go.
Okay.
All right. Well, the void beast is going to rush up to Thomas because you're the closest, and let's siphon some existence. What's your defense, partner?
So much. Just like, gosh, don't even bother. 4.
That is a 9 of masks. That brings you up to a 13, which is enough. It's going to miss you. And
just as planned.
let's go with a nice time shutter. What's your willpower?
Well, I feel like we've had this conversation
So many
before, but
times.
circling back, it's a 3.
That's a 6 of tomes, bringing you to a 9.
Which is great. and so wonderful, right?
He's gonna hit you with the time shutter, and you are now fast.
Oh, see, Ross, this is why I was worried, because this is clearly gonna end up in some fucko world.
All right.
That's
Void
the
Beast
world we're
is
in.
done.
It's not Malifaux, it's Fucko world.
Wayne, you are removed from reality. What would you like to do?
Uh,
I'm sorry. That is the
I would
funniest
like
thing
to
ever.
target the magical effect on me and attempt to end it using my counterspelling.
Absolutely. What's your bonus?
6.
6. That is a 7 of rams. You like to cheat.
I don't have anything better. So
That
13.
brings you to a 13, which is not enough.
Ah,
You unfortunately still do not exist.
that
Brings
is
us
unfortunate.
down to, last but not least, Margaret.
Okay. Am I within 8 of this
Absolutely.
thing?
You're within 8 of both of them.
Well, first I gotta do that willpower thing, right?
Only if you attack the big one.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm gonna go for that.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
No. Again, that's the Black Joker
What?
for you.
Are you kidding?
You have got the Black Joker both times. Oh, I did have to shuffle, so everyone needs to draw a fate card.
Oh.
Hey,
Ah.
But, yes, unfortunately,
Because, like, I can't do anything about
nope,
that, right?
Jokers
Oh,
can't be
shoot.
cheated.
Would we have drawn
That's
that before
So sad.
I had to
Yes, you would have.
determine? So, would an 8 plus 6, 14 be enough?
It would.
To end? So I would end the effect.
Okay, we'll get back to that in just a second. As your second Black Joker of the game,
Alright, so I'm just gonna chill here. Alright.
go to,
See y'all
to
later.
aim at this thing, and it just shows flashes of your life. It shows time itself. It just causes you to just stand there and stare at it. But yeah, that ends your turn because you were paralyzed. At the end of the round, or sorry, no, before that, because you did cheat, Dwayne, you are pulled back into this realm. As close to the point of where you left was, and I think where you left was immediately in front of it. So you managed to break that effect and reappear. You exist again.
Would I have one action remaining?
You do.
Then I would like to say, well, that wasn't very damn kind, now was it? And smash it in the face.
Okay. What's your attack?
+4.
That's an 8 of crows. Would you like to cheat?
Better than I've got.
12 will not do it.
That's fine. It was a statement attack. I'm back.
All right. That's yeah, that brings us to the top of the next round to Thomas, who is fast.
I'm so fast, and I'm not even paralyzed anymore because I'm not even scared. Who's ever scared? But I got something up my maw, so I don't think I can actually shoot, can I? Because that's real mean of it.
I don't think it stops you from shooting.
I think you can shoot into adjacency. I didn't read anything that says you can't.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna light this thing up then.
Absolutely. The one next to you?
Yeah.
All right. That is a 12 of crows.
Yeah, that's going to be a 18 total then
18.
with Shelly.
That's going to be just a flat damage roll then.
Actually, I lied. You can't shoot out of adjacency. I just read it. I'm sorry. It says characters cannot make ranged attacks while they are engaged with an enemy.
You could step away first and then make the attack.
I'd love to step away first.
All right. It's gonna try to hit you with that disengagement strike. What's your defense?
4.
Plus an 11 of crows, so 15, so you're fine. You step away, no problem. And then you turn and you blast it.
Good.
Is this the brutal weapon?
This is the brutal. So there's a
That's
plus to
damage with a positive, so that is moderate damage.
All right, that's going to be 3. So I got this wrong. If the big mama's within 3 yards, it will also do a damage flip for the ricochet. Oh no, I didn't get. Sorry, no, ignore me. I didn't get the thing.
Right.
There's no ricochet on my pistol. I have to get mask for that.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be 3 to that one, but I will shoot it again.
You have to use one action to step. Oh, you're fast. Yep.
I'm fast.
Yes,
you
you
know how
are.
fast I am? Like fast.
Like
So
fast.
I'm
So fast.
That's a
I don't think you realize how fast I am.
the 12 of
I'm going
crows.
so fast.
Yeah. What is that, crows?
12 of crows.
Jeez.
18.
That's another damage with a positive flip. Oh. Good news for you, but also that's a 12 and a 13 of rounds gone.
You
But
know,
that's severe damage.
4.
That beast
Give me
is
two, that's
killed.
the highest number you can generate. Yeah.
They-
Just rolls back and fans the hammer twice at it. Stands back up full height.
All right. With that one slain, need to make sure that nothing happens on demise. Oh, dang! I'm not gonna go back, but it's fine. Yep, it had an ability, but we will ignore that.
Yeah, we will, because it's dead and will stay
Yeah.
dead forever.
Already flipped. We're not gonna go back. That brings us to the hunter, who has a meal right in front of it. So we might as well try to hit you with some more obliterate. What's your willpower, friend?
Me?
Yeah, Dwayne.
6. Now, I do want to ask, is that a manifested power?
No, it is a melee attack.
Crap.
Yeah. That's an 8 of tomes.
14.
14. That is going to hit you. And that is a tome, so it gets another glimpse into the void. So this is a target number 13 willpower duel, or once again, you are removed from reality. There's a 13 of tomes for you. You are fine.
Okay.
But that is going to be damage flipped with a double negative twist. And that's minimum damage, so it would be 2, so you take nothing.
I actually looked it up. On the armor, you take a minimum of 1.
Oh, good call. Alrighty then.
Just making it worse for me as we go.
Well, its melee attack has a range of 3, which is fun. So, Thomas.
No, I'm not here right now.
What's your willpower?
I did back up, to be fair.
Oh, you-
But
Yes, you
I
absolutely did.
backed out of range. I'm not sure if that's gonna help me
Yep.
set out
You're out of range.
far enough.
So instead, Dwayne, what's your willpower, even though I just asked you?
6.
That is a 1 of crows for a total of a 7.
Well, that's not very good at all. And I don't have any cheating that I could do.
So that's going to be damage with a positive flip. Which is great because there's the final 13, so that's 6 points of damage.
Okay, that puts me at -2.
does the armor negate 2 of that
You
though?
reduce
Oh,
them
yeah.
down
So
to 3.
I would be at 0.
So I need you to make an unconscious roll.
And how would I do that?
I think it's toughness.
Unconscious.
Okay, so that would be
Consciousness, page
Yeah.
302.
Yeah, it's a TN10 toughness challenge.
What's your toughness?
okay. I have 2 on toughness.
That's a 1 of masks.
Can we cheat for him?
Fortunately not.
God damn it.
Okay.
I haven't put another card back out. I have a 7 of hearts.
Wouldn't help.
Ams.
Wouldn't help. He has to hit a 10.
Oh, I just
I
noticed.
appreciate it.
Good to know.
Zoom is being awful. I'm gonna restart Zoom real quick. Give us just 1 second. All right.
Dick Joe should try to throw you off.
I don't know if that got any better, but could just be my internet. That's super fun. That's okay. We're just gonna have some wonky zoom cameras there for a minute. But when a character falls, suffers damage, lowers the wound aspect equal to the amount suffered. If this brings a character to 0 or fewer wounds, you might fall unconscious or suffer a critical effect. There is the unconsciousness. When a character suffers too much damage, or when they suffer certain critical effects, they run the risk of passing out. When a character suffers damage that reduces them to 0 wounds or fewer, must attempt an unconsciousness challenge. It's a TN10 toughness challenge. On a failure, the character falls unconscious. Your tank drops.
I am unconscious.
You're
Which
not
is
unconscious.
slightly better, maybe, than not existing.
Tim, you got mute on Zoom.
What's that?
Sim is doubled up. God, yeah.
Yep. I gotcha. Muted for you.
Sorry.
Well,
No, it's just the voice.
that's both of the hunter's attacks done. And that brings us to... why am I out of order? I think it's Maeve next. I don't know why. Why I put that out of order? But
Yeah,
Maeve, you're up.
I think it is, yeah. So movement's an action, which means that I won't be able to heal Dwayne this turn. But I can at least run over, and can I pull them out of combat?
Sure. I don't know the ruling off the top of my head, but we'll say yes.
So I think, let me see. Run, assist. Use skill. Yeah. Oh, pushes and pulls. Here we go. Push and effect, pushes.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
Yeah, I think I can do it. Okay. So, first action to run over. Second action to pull Dwayne out so that the hunters can't get him prone. I will fix you next turn.
All right. That brings us down to June.
That's me. So I'm wanting to take. Well, so someone's engaged in no, because she just pulled him out. So we're good.
You're
There's
good.
nobody
No
in
one's
close
engaged.
combat.
Nope.
So I'm gonna try again to fire at this thing. June is looking a little bit wide-eyed, a little bit frustrated, a little bit scared, but she's firing.
That's a 7 of crows for your willpower test.
I don't think that's enough because I got to be able to beat. What was it? A 13 or something like that?
10, 12.
12. You said it was a what? I have a
You got
willpower.
a 7 of crows.
Yeah, it's only a 9. I have a. I can cheat.
You can.
I have a.
You need a 5 or higher.
What's this? So what? This is how? What number is a jack?
11.
11.
11.
That'll be
okay.
a 13 total.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I've got that and then like a 2. So.
Yeah, I can't math. So you would need an 8 or higher for a card.
No, 10 or higher. She has 2,
What?
right?
What?
Oh, you
Out of the jack?
have a bonus of 2 to your willpower.
Yeah.
Okay, I misunderstood. Yes, you would need a 10.
Oh, okay. So this will do it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Because it would make a 13.
Yes.
Sorry.
So it means you are immune to its terrifying presence.
So I can fire at it now.
Yep.
Yeah, we can do this. Yeah, she's aiming up her shot, lining up, trying to fire on it.
Go for it. What's your bonus?
It's a 3.
It's a 5 of tomes.
I don't have anything to cheat with. I was hoping I could get past that to do it, and I can't. So here
So
we are.
You
failing
could
again.
spend
It's
one
fine.
action to focus, and then that will give you a positive twist to your attack.
Because I
And
still would
damage.
have. I would still, because I still get 2 attacks, right? Even though I have to do a willpower test.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you still have 2 actions, even though you did the willpower.
Okay. Yeah, I'll focus.
You focus, so you get the positive
Blind shot.
the damage, which doesn't matter, because that's a 3.
She fires and it just goes wild.
Ricochets off. Alright.
Not in the good way where it gets more damage.
Ross, you are fast.
I'm so fast. All right. So there's still 2 hunters, right? There's the smaller one and
Nope.
the
Small one's dead.
So there's only one left.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, it takes 1 point of damage
Yes.
for poison on its turn.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm definitely going to cheat, but before I cheat, I'm going to try something. So I'm going to use I'm gonna attack 3 times using elemental projectile. So the first 2 times I'm going to do start off at a 2. How far is it? You
7.
said 7?
Yep.
Is it still 7? So I'll increase range by 1. So that's 4. I have to add my poison. That's 5. And I'll increase damage 3 times. So that's 11.
So, the thing that I forgot to do against Thomas, this thing
You're
has
gonna
an
do against me.
ability called Time is Meaningless, which means that any attacks, any duels that this thing makes, you have double negative twist against. Because it doesn't care that you're fast. In fact, it likes that you're fast. So, with a double negative twist, that's a 3 of masks.
Okay. So I guess I draw a card. And I'll do the same thing again.
We'll do it again. That's a 1 of rams.
Alright. So, cheat again? Oh, okay. Now I'm definitely going to cheat. And so this time, I'm going to increase the damage. Sorry, I just gotta read how much I can increase my damage. So usually I did this, I was there. I'll increase it by 2 more times.
Okay.
So that brings it to a 15.
With a double negative twist, that's still a 9 of tomes.
You know what? I'm gonna still cheat and use my card, which is the King of Tomes. So that's a 18.
13 of tomes, yeah, absolutely. That's damage with a positive twist. For a red joker of damage.
Nice.
That's automatically severe. And you do a severe wound to it.
Sweet. And that is tomes.
Gotcha.
So that's 6 damage and plus 1 poison.
6 damage. And increase its poison by 1. And we get to roll severe injury. Severe critical effects
Severe
table.
critical?
I need to
Oh,
look.
I think you have to flip a card for that, right?
Yeah. Flips a card from the Fate deck. This card is not modified by any Fate modifiers to the damage. Neither can the character that caused the critical effect cheat Fate to replace it. That's 3. Woozy. The TN of all unconscious challenges for this creature is increased by +5. You shot it in the head and now it's all dizzy. But that is still a massive amount of damage. And I need to make sure you didn't just kill it. Nope, it is still standing. Even though you shot it straight in the dome. And I think that was all 3 actions.
That was my 3 actions.
That brings us down to Dwayne, who was not removed from existence, but was removed from
But I
this
am
mortal coil.
unconscious.
Yep.
Do I do anything when unconscious?
No. Just having a nice nap. And last but not least, over to I will remember your names eventually, Margaret.
It's fine. I've been out of it for a bit. So my name has not come up. So all right, we're gonna go ahead and it's within 8 still,
is.
right?
Yep.
All right, we are going to we're gonna go for a charge then.
Ooh. The move twice
Yes.
and then attack? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's two attacks. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure how it works. It's just, do I just do the like
So you
regular
have-
like attack
You have
draw,
jump kick,
or like
right?
I do, but I need rams for that.
Right. So
Let's
you're,
just see how the first one goes, because I can add it to like either one of the attacks. So let's see how the first one goes, and if
your
the
first
second one
flip is a
doesn't.
5 of rams. What's your
Okay.
AV?
And I have a +5.
+5. Fun fact about the void creatures: every turn of combat, their defense lowers until it hits 0. So a 10 actually does hit.
All right. So let's do that. So jump kick is just going to let me add an additional attack. So really, we're just gonna do 3 of those.
So your first attack, because you hit exactly its defense, it's with a double negative twist to damage. It's minimum damage.
Which is going. Well, does taking 1 negative away from that do anything? Because I have fist load.
It does not. It's still a 3 and a 5.
Okay. Okay. Still 1. All right.
So 1 point of damage. Gotcha. Do it again.
All right. Yeah, hit him again.
That's a 7 of masks. That's enough. And this is going to be a straight damage flip because you ignored one of the penalties. So that's moderate damage.
Okay, so that'd be 3 then.
You come charging up to this thing, just start beating it in the face. How do you finish this creature?
I mean, after seeing the scene that has happened in the last couple of rounds, I mean, she's just gonna eventually run up, and really anybody that has been shooting guns and is behind her at this point, she's just gonna kind of look back and just be like, "Careful, gun smoke," and just goes like right from under the chin, to just like kind of bring it upward so it hits its head on the ceiling.
Absolutely. It starts to like phase out of existence. You just continue that momentum up, so when it rematerializes, your fist is like halfway inside of its armor, and just send it straight up into the ceiling. What should be a monumentous crash of this creature hitting the ground is just nothing, as it just slips away back into time. And you're all left
Well done, friends.
panting, exhausted. One of you unconscious, but otherwise
Oh,
alive.
I'm fixing that. I'm fixing that right now.
Any more of them?
Like, I already rushed over and slung the pack out, pulled out a bunch of stuff. No. You need to wake up. Yeah. I mean, doctor, I'm good.
What's your bonus?
Bonus is 5.
It's a 2, so you'll restore 1 point and return to
gonna cheat.
consciousness. Oh,
It makes it a 14 total because I'm throwing a 9.
so you're gonna heal 2 and restore consciousness. Thomas, I'd say that as you're kind of staring up the tunnel, you can see that there is movement behind this thing, but they're backing up. And then they also just kind of fade out. Not wanting to deal with the creatures that just took out the hunter, they slip back into time, and whatever chittering, whatever growling was echoing around you before seems to have all faded.
I'll just spin the guns and store them both back away. Yeah. Good application of force, Margaret.
What can I say? An object at rest stays at rest.
Void Dweller stays banished when you kick it into the ceiling.
So, from what happened to Dwayne, where he disappeared for a bit, I wonder if
Yeah.
that's what happened to all the miners that didn't get eaten eventually. Like,
Void creatures. Figure they probably ate them and sent them into the void themselves. Yeah, piece by piece.
there's. Could you see us when you were not here?
I guess what was the experience like? Because I don't.
It was
I had the most terrible dream, and you were there, and you were there.
it was legit nothing. You were removed from reality. You just did not exist.
Was more peaceful than I expected.
Death
But,
usually is.
I guess it wasn't time.
That was a time joke.
I'm not smart enough to make the word play.
You also got beat up pretty bad, so
Yeah.
you may have, yeah. I got you
We're gonna
patched
leave a
enough to
couple
get out of here.
marks.
Yeah, we can,
Yeah.
we can get out of here, and I can put you back together a little better once we get back to town. But yeah,
Sounds good for now.
We did all this for 100 script between the 6 of us.
Wait, friends. Before we leave, he said anything that didn't have the initials of the company he was part of was ours down here. So maybe we take a quick gander around, and maybe that explosives that does have their name on, magically something is scratched off and it doesn't look like their initials are on it anymore.
Oh, I'm taking it. He can pry this dynamite out of my cold dead hands.
I don't know if you can scratch initials off dynamite with messing with the structural integrity of the dynamite stick itself.
Nah, let the fools mess with powder all they like. Those void beasts came from somewhere, and I'm liking to find it. Anyone who can stand and wants to get busy with that, follow me. Rest of you have fun with your vagrancy.
Well, maybe you can put her along for charity, finding out these little, where's this little hole, this little void where these little babies are coming through. I don't care. I only got paid 100 script for this, and now I got to split it 6 ways. So I'm not very like-minded in that situation, sir. She's got her bag of like dynamite, and she's like kind of jostling it while she's talking.
Easy there. Sounds like you got a short fuse.
I think Maeve is going to roll her eyes at that comment.
Job got
Thomas-
done enough.
Thomas, think about it for a second. If you go off looking for wherever these came from, and you don't have Dwayne with you, who pretty much bodied one of those things before it ripped your face off, how do you think that's going to end?
Well, it depends. Margaret, you coming with me?
Oh, why don't we do a bit of both? We look for things that we can take along with us on the way to find the root of this problem.
Life ain't cheap on Malifaux, sir. I think a few more scripts could help out all of us.
I'm not going to stop you. I'm not here for script.
If Turk is okay with him,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go for it. Like,
I would love to convince him of otherwise.
like
Yeah.
no, like you got the green light if you want to do it. Like,
No, I legit am saying, like, I want to use my skill convince to convince you.
kinda
If you're
wanna,
okay with it. If you're
yeah,
okay.
I mean, look, I already kind of gave you a thumbs up. Go for it. He's just not gonna be party to it.
What's
So-
the counter skill for that?
I could intimidate you. No, I don't want to stop you from doing that's the thing. I don't care enough to stop you.
It's
But
scrutiny.
yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Like, he's not on board, but he's not gonna stop you.
Okay.
Well, anyone that would like to take a look around this area, just need to know whatever your it falls under notice. But double check. Yeah, notice.
I am good at that.
I'll take that
do-
+4.
I'll do a +4 as well.
I am
Yeah,
busy
+4.
tending to Dwayne because I have a 0, so I'm focused on my patient.
So Margaret, that's an 11. Thomas, a big old 2
Of what?
of rams.
Damn it.
I'll also do it.
A 11 of rams.
Hell yeah, that's a +4, 15.
Between the two of you, you definitely see that there's signs down here that don't match just these creatures. In fact, a lot of the wounds that you're seeing on these miners, these injuries weren't done by the void creature. They're clean. Like some very sharp metal weaponry attacked all of these miners, cut them to pieces, and then left them where their bodies were just very tempting, tasty treats to these creatures.
Is it evident that someone did this, or that's not like some sort of machination, like a machine of some kind? Like, isn't there some sort of automaton thing that they were he was talking about earlier?
Yeah, there's the Steamborg individuals, the almost like centaurs if the bottom half of their body was a steamwork mechanical spider.
Do the wounds match what their limbs could do?
That's certainly possible. It looks very clean. It looks slightly cauterized. You know that they use steam, so they tend to run very, very hot. Their limbs are very sharp. So it's entirely possible.
June leans over to Margaret and says, you don't think it's one of them what do you call them, steam boards did this?
Yeah, I mean, could be that they were really fussy getting to work. Maybe they were too tired from doing a second job.
So they just started murdering folks?
No, I'm saying someone else maybe put them up to doing this.
Corrupted them.
Bigger
think they
brain
can-
behind it all.
What do you think? Do you think there's any kind of connection then with these, whatever these are, these little void beast thingies that are coming through? Did they kill him and leave him for him on purpose? Or did they just kill him and then them things are just like little scavengers coming around, just leaving a little nibble, you know?
Now,
I mean, I guess it could be either, but I mean, if it's the first, someone wants them here.
either way, we need to talk to the foreman about shutting down those mechanicals.
Or where he got them from? Like where they were sent from specifically? Because if they
No.
came from a particular like section versus just like a general delivery, that may be traceable, and that
Well-
may explain it too.
Or somebody's been fiddling with them.
Oh yeah.
Just the engineers who worked on it probably should also be accessible.
Okay, you got my interest. Nothing's ever just done, one and done. We can't just do something and be done and get the script and get out of here. No, it's always got to be a little mystery with it. You know, I like a little mystery.
He just never sleeps. Why should we? I actually don't know. She sleeps
Also,
next
that
to me.
foreman dodged my question, and I don't like
Really
that now,
did.
seeing this too. So, yeah.
Let's go get at him.
Sounds like we have a few questions.
Okay. Is there anything else that any of you would like to do in this maggot-filled den of death?
Is anyone else hurt?
Yeah,
So,
did anybody else get hurt?
I think I took all of the attacks from
Yeah, I
You did. Because
I-
I was stuck in the back line, so I took no
Yeah.
damage this time.
and
I got
Ah.
real lucky on the roll, so
I
I'm
can't
good.
do it again for another hour per the rules.
Yep.
But I think Ross might be able to do it. Like we could double,
Is
or
it
is it
one per?
is it one per, or is it per character that receives it?
once you receive it, you can't for another hour.
Okay, so in an hour we can give you more, but
As long as we don't go looking for another dirt nap from me, I'm fine with doing whatever. I'm too old to be arguing with you on what we should and shouldn't do.
We'll keep you up, one way or another.
I think that is much less comforting than you think it is.
it's really ominous.
Ross is like really upset at himself because he really just meant like trying like keep you up like healthily. But
Yeah.
guys just keep turning his words around like.
Mm-hmm.
He like sits down, puts his knees up, grabs them, and he's like, "This reminds me of my childhood, how no one understood me."
You know what? Maybe we can workshop your words sometimes.
I'd
Figure
appreciate
out
that.
a way to take, just a little bit of creepy out.
I gotta be honest, I did think that you were saying what everyone else thought you were saying, but I didn't care. I knew it came from a good place, Ross.
Well, as
What
you
if a good
all
one was
are ready to leave, June, for probably like the 8th time tonight, what's your bonus to willpower?
2. I remembered it this time.
That is going to
I
fail.
don't like that question. Oh no. What do you mean?
The memories of this place, being that it was just infested with creatures out of time and place, now no longer with the hosts of these void creatures to guide it, is now just starting to kind of run rampant. To most of you, it just feels like this sudden headache that quickly washes past. But for June, it's like a moving picture was playing through your mind. Like a bunch of, still pictures were put over top of each other, almost to look like it was real and it was moving in front of your eyes. Seeing the workers down here going about their business, seeing one of those steam borgs march in, start drilling into the wall with its legs over and over until it stops, turns towards the other workers, without a single word, just starts ripping them to pieces. The vision itself only lasts for a few seconds, and then you're back to yourself.
She like does her head up. That was the weirdest goddamn migraine I've ever had. The most pointed. What the hell happened? Look, I think I just saw something. It was one of them. What you call them? What is the name of them again?
Steamboards.
Steamboard. One of them steamboards who just started murdering folks.
And
I
this
mean-
vision had nothing to do with the hair of the dog.
Look, all I did was drink. I've never had any. I didn't drop any acid last night. I swear to God. It wasn't. It's been a while, and we did a lot of. It might have been, one of them flashbacks, But anyway, that's beside the point. What I'm getting at here is I saw something, and I feel like it came from that other side, like it was like magical, and it came in my head, and it showed me things. You know what I'm talking about, right, Ross?
A premonition?
Yeah, maybe that. Yeah.
In reverse?
Premonition. Yeah, one of them. Yeah, here now. That's what exactly.
So a postmonition.
Post minutia. Yeah.
Are we talking future or past? Let's keep it simple.
I'm assuming it was the past because there's people missing and dead, and it was killing people, and it was one of them steamboards.
You could call it a divination, yes.
Divination. Yeah.
I don't care what you call it. If we know what the source of this is, take it up the chain.
Just
Yeah.
how do we convince people up that chain that our theory is correct, is based on a parturition, whatever?
Ross has an education, okay, guys? So all you guys messing up words is literally making him crazy +2 now.
Oh no.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like literally rubbing his forehead constantly, he's like, everyone thinks bad things of him, so he's like trying not to say mean things at all. So he's like, yes, but trying to change the subject. I don't think they believed or wanted to believe these constructs of Borg nature are doing this, so I don't think if we brought it up to them that it would do very much. Also, we could possibly make money out of the parts that could be obtained from this construct. Constructs are not cheap, friends.
You're recommending we just go and take out the construct.
What I'm saying is it could be a source of script to supplement our meager earnings from this adventure.
I still say we talk to the foreman, because whether or not we go after it and kill it, we need to know where it came from. Because if it came from where it came from may point us to the person who's causing that one and possibly others that haven't struck out yet.
So these are technically constructs, or they're like self-governed?
They are constructs. Yeah.
Okay. So would you say Ross would kind of know how constructs kind of work?
Constructs are very different from like stitching together undead. It's a different kind of magic.
Shit, it is.
Would engineering help with that?
I would say so.
It's enchanting.
It's enchanting.
Magic-wise, it is, I think.
Did it have any identifying marks we can tell apart from the others?
I mean, it used to be a person. It has the top half of a, normal person's
I was gonna
torso.
say, don't these things have torsos? Yeah.
Was
Could
there
you pick it
anything
up?
like different about the way it looked? You know, though, like, did it like have hair color or skin tone or body build?
Twos.
Scroll down. Scrolling. What?
Scrolling. Raw.
Nope, shaved head. But I mean, it had like pretty recognizable like surgery scars along it. And I will be right back. Feel free to chat for another minute. Give me just a second. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I meant more the magic. That like. Yeah.
To see if we could identify like if there was something about because like
meta wise, enchant it. You basically like the way it works is there like you can like enchanting magic has like, for example, like animate limb, and like you basically control it. Actually, the magic is called animate construct, and that's literally how you're manipulating constructs, is through magic that way.
Oh, okay.
But that's true, because constructs are well, depending what kind of constructs you're making, engineer does come into play, because that's like the metal portion of it.
Right. Did
Also,
you have engineering at all?
I don't. I'm literally saying all this out of meta because I've literally read the book entirely, and I was like, oh, constructs look fun, and then I was like, not that fun.
Yeah, I have 1 rank in engineering, so I might be able to like if there's like a particular manufacturer of this or something. I'll even go so far as, if we're gonna fight this thing, do I know a weak spot that I can point our fighters at to take out limbs?
I'd guess the big fleshy torso.
Well, sure, but like, can you take a joint, like slow it down, or like because it's engineering, it's steam powered. If you hit the right piping, you're gonna drop it to where it can't even move, or things like that. In theory.
Get a potato in the exhaust pipe.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I mean.
Sugar in the gas fuel.
Ooh.
Oh.
But yeah, I think like, so the plan is what? Find it first and then tell the foreman, or are we telling the foreman and then finding it?
I honestly would like to talk to the foreman myself, but
you might be able to recall them through some procedure or something.
I'm a little miffed at him because he dodged my question and didn't answer, because I asked him specifically, hey, where did they come from? When did this start? And he just sidestepped the entire thing.
He said that's above your pay grade.
It's above my pay grade.
Well, let's go make it our pay grade then, I'd say.
All right.
Let's make it part of our pay.
You make your way back up the tunnel, passing by the same little branching pathways that you'd passed on the way down. Once again, hearing the sounds of life, of song, of metal striking stone. Although now you can also hear the rumbling of minecarts as they move up and down the various tracks leading to the various branches. Finally hitting the surface once again. By now, the sun is high up in the sky. You're late morning into early afternoon. There's some more commotion going on at the Union Guild than when you first got here. And that same shift boss from before seems to be directing more mercenaries down into the tunnels. Though it looks like these are more for manual labor than for hunting monsters, as they are given shovels and pickaxes rather than guns. But the moment he does see you stepping out of the tunnels, it's like whoever he was talking to, it's just, that's fine, just go on. And immediately breaks off, starts headed your way. That was awfully fast. What's going on down there?
You got void creatures in your mind.
Yeah, happens once in a while. They get curious. So,
Want to eat up your miners?
it happens. So, took care of it then?
Well, a lot of your miners are already dead before the void critters got in.
As long as we can recover some of their body at least their final paycheck and go to their next of kin. That's all we can ask for.
You seem mighty unconcerned with the fact that we just told you that they were dead before them critters got to them. What's up with that?
Dangerous business. Everyone knows that they risk their
people
lives.
But people just get murdered, and then that's fine in your mind. They could get murdered by anybody and anything, and you just have no idea, and you just let it go.
Pass their paycheck on to the next of kin, but we'll make sure they get buried. A whole lot else we can do.
How they died.
Not my job to worry. We'll send some some folk who are better with magic than me. They'll go take a peek, make sure there's no risk. Get back to work.
You know where all your steamborgs are?
Yeah, down there in the mines, doing their shift. Why?
You in control of them?
I'm not. No.
Who is?
That would be the big boss himself. Mr. Ramos. Why?
I want to check with him. We might want to check with him.
Now, Mr. Ramos is a busy guy. I don't know that you're gonna get a meeting to just pop in and say hello.
And we're about to make you a whole lot busier unless you get us into that office. I like to intimidate if possible.
Yes, absolutely.
So I only have a 2, but I'm ready to cheat.
The 4 of Rams.
Dwayne will assist by saying it's going to be real hard to find workers if people know that people's dying down here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's a 4 of Rams plus whatever Dwayne's skill rank is.
What you got, Dwayne?
1 for
1.
We could do a reverse. What's your skill rank in it?
2.
So I have a +4. So we could have a 6 total.
Cheat.
That's a good cheating card.
Yeah.
Good cheat.
I'm gonna
It'd be a 19 total.
Yep. I mean, the fact that he looks between your various weaponry and like even leaning on the fact that you just took out void creatures without too much trouble. Some of you are a little scuffed up.
I'm looking fly, looking lovely. I'm a 6'4" gangly skeleton man. Well, scarecrow man.
All right. But I just warn you not to piss him off too much.
Oh, we are nothing if not keen on our manners.
And he doesn't take you to the offices that he's been coming in and out of. Takes you around the edge of the Union building to what most of you would be able to tell to be looks like some kind of engineering factory. There's various parts and limbs just kind of hung up. There's tools scattered everywhere, even outside of the massive garage door that's currently open. There's about half a dozen individuals inside that all seem incredibly focused on this mixture of magic and machinery, piecing together these fake limbs in such a way that the human body accepts them as if they were real. And they're kind of leading everyone, going from station to station, is an older individual. Long grayish hair. Let me see if I can pull a picture up for you.
Oh no, this person in the picture, they might not be a bad guy.
Well, it's Malifaux.
It depends on what time frame, honestly.
Everyone's a bad guy.
Depends on how they're
Basically.
drawn.
Kind of balding hair on top, with the gray hair is almost just like wind blown back. Wrinkles, and like a set of alchemist goggles. They're set tightly into his face, so tight that the skin is kind of pinching around it.
Oh my god,
I
it's
don't
Count
see it.
Olaf.
I cannot. Exactly. I was thinking the same thing.
Very much Count
What is it?
Olaf energy.
Oh,
That's good.
It really does look like.
Even like the patch in the middle.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah.
Well, good luck in there, and I don't know you. And he will just leave you to your conversation.
Yeah, you still owe us 100 script.
Right. Almost forgot. Pull out the wad of script notes and hand them over.
Thank you.
Thank you. Then he'll leave you to your meeting. Only one card left in the fate deck.
we're drawing again because I have trash.
So which one of you
We
would
don't
like
draw,
to go
yeah, we have to have.
a meeting with Count Olaf?
I'll do
Before we have a
anything.
meeting, I'll just go somewhere and like attempt to move something heavy.
Get
Just
the feel for
the
one of
last
these
card,
moves.
so we can
Yeah.
all draw new.
I got this. But I suggest going to start a fuss. Be ready for anything. I'll walk up. Hello, sir. I understand you are in charge of the Steamborgs of this mine.
There's 6 sets of eyes. Well, technically 7 sets of eyes, because in addition to everyone in the room, one of the mechanical heads also turns to look at you. The individual that was pointed out to be one Victor Ramos does turn to you up and down so intently that it's almost like he's measuring you with his eyes. Measures your arms, your legs, kind of judging your height. Right. Yes. I am Victor Ramos. Can I help you?
Like I said, I'm wondering about the Steamborgs. Are you in direct control of them, or
They are in control of themselves. That is why we use the human bodies to manufacture them.
so if one were to, say, commit a crime, you'd be conveniently clean of any?
Impossible.
Why is that?
They are not designed to commit crime. They are designed to work.
And if one did,
Then I would call you crazy.
I'm not to agree with you on that, but we just might have proof otherwise. Surely you don't want more experienced union folk down here looking things over, examining, impeding your work.
You can find a more experienced machinists than I, by all means.
Mr. Ramos, I have a reason to believe one of your machines murdered a number of miners.
And where is this machine?
I don't know. I need you to bring your steam boards out of the mine, so we might overlook them.
But then how do you know that they've done anything wrong?
June,
We saw evidence that would lead us to believe that your Borgs might have done something. They might have cut up some other miners, and then, they were being feasted on by them little void critters. So, we'd like to see your Borgs.
I can
Margaret
respect
here can
evidence.
confirm any evidence.
Well, I would like to see this evidence, of course.
Well, an important man such as yourself doesn't have to go down into the dregs of the mine to see the evidence that we saw on the bodies.
You do not have the evidence with you. These are accusations.
We saw corpses with cauterized wound lines only capable of being inflicted by one of your machines.
And I guess the question would be just how many bodies do you want us to drag up here and put on your fancy furniture?
You want your miners to see that? Bunch of dead bodies, bunch of their dead buddies, we were dragging them up here? I don't think so. I think you'd like to keep this quiet, wouldn't you?
Fine. Fine. You're not going to drop this until we can prove that you're wrong.
June, you in the image you had in your mind, you said you could describe the one that might have been doing this, correct?
Well, I don't know how different they all look.
Maybe you could describe the one that you've seen, and maybe our good friend could say which. Bring that one up. That way, he could not lose face with all his Borgs coming up, and we'd only have the one that needs scrutiny over.
You're right.
That seems like a fair compromise.
When we talked about it, wasn't there it just looked it was bald headed, that was.
Yeah, I
It
mean
had
the
no
most
surgery scars.
yeah, the most recognizable
that's
part would be the very specific surgery scars.
Yeah, it had some surgery scars. You got one that's got some pretty distinguishable surgery scars.
We're describing a great many of them. And you just reach over and pull on an overcoat and kind of quickly button it up. Alright. After you. Take you down, you can see them for yourselves. Will you see that there is nothing wrong with them? Maybe we can put this issue to.
I'm gonna make you use that last card with a scrutiny roll. Fuck, I said roll.
Shot.
Well, that is a 10 of tones.
That's an 8, because I have -2.
-2. Seems confident enough. I mean, really, if anyone would know, he would know that they're totally harmless. So maybe you're mistaken.
Does that mean we're drawing a card?
Yes, it means you can all draw a card.
It's 1, right?
Yeah.
Except for me, I have an ability. I get 2.
Whoop, whoop.
Fancy.
Oh, fancy. Got the.
Very precise.
There we go. We're back. OBS decided to just have a heart attack. That's fine. But you all turn, start making your way back down, now into a slightly different mine shaft, towards the main bulk of the mine facility. I feel like that is a fantastic place for us to put a pause in this, and not that there's anything big coming up or anything that we would need more time for or anything. But yes, thank you all so much for being here, being such a fantastic cast and crew, and which for half of us this is your very first game of Through the Breach, and for the other half of us this was our very second game of Through the Breach. So we're all really getting into it, learning the swing of things, but it's a super fun game. I love it so much. Before we do our outros and whatnot, I want to let you know that June, we have hit a destiny step for you. The dusk of the new sun will light your steps into the cave, and you will drown in the sorrows of yesterday.
Oh.
As well as Thomas, the hunter watches you swallow of maggots with shattered stone. Literally fought a hunter. And there was one more of you. Where are you? I just had your... Nope. I'll find it. Yeah, I'll find it. But yes, that is going to be the end of the session. You can all do your end of the session level up and stuff afterwards. But before we do that, because we are kind of little over time, I do just want to give a massive thank you to everyone that came and watched us. We literally can't do this without your support. So from the bottom of my heart and everyone at the caravan, we super heckin' appreciate it. And I want to give each of my lovely cast and crew one last chance to tell you who they are, and if you're working on any projects that... Lollygaggers, we gotta have a chat. Us and you. You and us. I had you literally queued up to raid you. It's literally in my bar. Raid the Lollygaggers. And you beat us to it again. Thank you so much. We super heckin' appreciate it. Y'all are amazing. If you don't follow the Lollygaggers, they're a hilarious and amazing group of players. Yeah, I highly recommend it. And thank you for the raid so much. We're playing some Through the Breach, a Weird West game about spooks and machines and giant void beasts that remove you from reality. That's fun. And we'll go screen left to screen right, starting with Jeff. Tell us who you are, who you played, and what you're working on.
I'm Jeff.
Jeff.
I, as always, play your local weirdo undertaker slash magician slash weirdo slash crazy as nails person. I don't have any projects ongoing currently, but I think this is kind of an ongoing project. I think we're going to be doing this every other week.
Yeah, for a while
so.
till we finish everyone's fate, which is a double-edged sword when one of your fate steps gets hit, because that means you're one step closer to the end of the road.
So that'll be fun. I'm excited, and yeah, that's it.
Heck yeah! And over to Sin, our tank.
Yes, I am Sin, since a synthetic 20. Synthetic 20 TTV on Twitch and Twitter. Been taking a long medical hiatus from my Twitch streams, but hopefully I'll be coming back to those where I play comfy, cozy video games. But in the meantime, you can catch me on Mondays on Garblack Games, playing Orin, the mild-mannered bookshop owner that has a small case of the hide that turns into and goes on rampages. And other than that, you can catch me on various things here on Lost Caravan, and follow me on Twitter if you want updates on my TTRPG supplements that have been coming out. Just had an adventure release that I edited, so other things will hopefully be coming down the pipeline soon.
Heck yeah. All right, brings us over to Marlo.
Hi, I'm Marlo. You can find me on Twitter at Marlo Bogwitch. That's Bogwitch with 2 G's. I am here on Tuesdays, the alternating Tuesdays. I am over on Other Doc's channel playing Cult Divinity Lost. Hopefully we can finish up that soon because we've been on kind of a hiatus here and there. We plan on playing, but then something happens and we can't. So it's fine. Life happens. Things happen. Other than that, I am. Let's see what else I have going on. I am doing over on High Shelf Collective on Monday nights. In October, we are playing Necrobiotic. Playing Corporal Ruby Rogers. She is in a throuple who is looking for their missing daughter. That's it. And I'm what they said last night was we are flooding basements. Ruby is flooding basements. She is just making everybody so turned on all the time because she's just a big wall of a woman who walks with purpose and is just. The chemistry in that game, the three of us are just tearing it up. So check that one out, really great. Other than that, I am also on Tales to Inspire. It is a podcast. It took the place of a City of Mist podcast called Misconceptions. That's still the name of the network. And you can check us out over there. It is alternate history superheroes, Worlds in Peril augmented system. I think they took a lot of stuff actually from the Avatar Legends game because they needed to piecemeal some things to make things work a little bit better. I'm playing a 1940s Hollywood starlet who is punching Nazis and has telekinesis and telekinesis powers. Telepathy. She can do all that stuff. It's really neat. She's a mess, and her love life is a mess, just like mine. It's not like we're talking about me. We're not talking about me. I'm playing a polycule and a woman who's a straight mess in a podcast. Am I playing from experience? Maybe, but that's fine because you can watch me be a wreck and pretend to be other people while I'm being a wreck. So we do that, and then what else is going on? I have November. We're doing an extra charity stream for Extra Life, Extra Life charity over on Belandrian's channel. I will be running something we played here. I was on it with Turk and Hoop. We played Vanity Bleeder, and we actually play tested it with Fleet. So I'm going to be running that over there, and I think it's going to be great. Getting money for charity, so you watch us there in November, beginning of November. I don't know, have the exact date in front of me. I should have that. Other than that, I think that's all I've got. Yeah.
All those wonderful things.
Just all of those things. Over to Turk.
All right, hey everybody, I am Turk or Turk Accented. I was of course playing Resident Killjoy Thomas Bluefingers Withermore. And if you want to see more of me in much more fun roles, then too bad. I'm only doing that. No, I'm joking. Thursday, I'm over on Neon Lights playing Last Transmission, a Death in Space game with a bunch of really wonderful people, and I'm really excited about it. It's going to be like an eco-punk out there to make the galaxy a better place, even though everything's dying and it's terrible. So it should be some nice, friction there with the rest of the party being a bunch of Debbie Downers. Done that, of course. This Sunday is Necromancer. Wait. Not necromancers. Mechromancers. Yeah, right, yeah. No necromancers. Necromancers bad. With Lancer, of course, right here early in the morning. And then you can catch me later on over on Nat 20 with the next session of the department. It's going to be a two-parter. We're running Observer Effect. If you're not familiar, the department is a Delta Green series of one-shots. It's like a modern-day Call of Cthulhu with all the horrifying implications that brings. So if you would like some good spooky horror for your Sunday night, I'd implore you to join us, as this is going to be a lot of finding out, and the fucking around and the finding out, rather, will be on the 23rd. It's a two-parter. Beyond that, more to come, so keep it locked to my Twitter specifically for things I'm involved with, but also like support everyone you see on your screen here. They're all incredible people and deserve your follows. And yeah, keep it tuned to Lost Caravan. Great time here. Come join a Discord.
Heck.
But yeah, be good, do good. See you next time.
All right.
Heck.
Over to Heck.
Folks, it's me, Sarakalot. You know, that pause is just gonna get longer and longer. But hey, everybody. You can find me on all the social medias at Sir Heckalot, including Twitter, Instagram. I never check TikTok, but I have one. It's usually the best place to figure out on any of those social medias what I'm doing next in the TTRPG space. But tomorrow, and every other Thursday, you can find me over on Nat 20 for All Hail the Queen, which is a Tyranny of Dragons campaign that we've had going for about 2 years now. So it's ramping up. We're getting to fighting Tiamat. We're getting there. And then on this Friday, you can find me on my personal channel doing kind of a little like dating sim extravaganza thing. I will be playing a KFC dating sim because it was a charity incentive that I did months ago and I'm finally doing, as well as a monster prom with a couple of lovely people on my server. And then next Friday, you can find me on Neon Lights for Cold Hands, Warm Hearts, a Frost Maiden campaign that's finally back from a long hiatus. It's very good to be back in the groove of everything. And we just faced a dragon just right on the way back. So, you know, good stuff. Good stuff. On Saturday the 15th, you can find me over on the Hype Goblins channel doing a Numenera Season 1 question and answers session, basically, as we ramp up for Season 2. So plenty of time to get Season 1 in if you haven't seen it. It was a very good, very, very good campaign. And then on the 23rd, you can find me for the Finding Out section of the department, because I'm not in the fucking around section, so it's gonna be great. I'm gonna just clean up the mess, and it's gonna be great. As well as on November 5th, I am also in an Extra Life stream, though over at Bard Rock Cafe, where we're doing like a multi one-shotted like castle siege. Basically, it's gonna be interesting. I'm really excited for it, and of course, it's for a good cause. So good stuff. But that's it for me.
Heck yeah. And then over to Robin.
I don't know how I can follow all you guys, because seriously, like, y'all are in so many games, and I'm just in this one. Hi, Robin. I go by the Ginger Brigade on Twitch, also on Twitter, Ginger_Brigade. I'm a Twitch streamer. I'm a video gamer. I just started diving into the TTRPG scene for streaming. Like, I've been doing tabletop for ages, but my God, you guys have so much going on. I stream Mondays and Thursdays at 7:30 Eastern Standard with my friend Little Bunny Fufu. We stream on Mondays on her channel, Thursdays on mine. We do an eclectic different styles, different types of games. We do League of Legends, Dead by Daylight. We did the Hooked on You sim, which you better be doing the Hooked on You sim when you get a chance.
It's on the list.
Oh my gosh, it's cute and hilarious, and if you play Dead by Daylight, it's perfect. But this Thursday, we are going to be streaming State of Decay 2, so if you're interested in multiplayer zombie base building and all that stuff, jumping back into my settlement, which is on easy mode, because my friend and I just want to have fun, because we're the type that like to play for the story. But yeah, other than that, this is the only game I'm in. So I'll be here the next time we play Through the Breach, because my doctor needs to fix people, and I don't like this guy that thinks he's high and mighty, so he's gonna get put in his place. At least that's the plan.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. I'm a Twitch streamer. Just find me on Twitch at the Ginger Brigade.
Totally not one of the named characters of the Malifaux tabletop game.
Yeah.
So there's a reason why it says in the book, master level characters don't really have stat blocks. They just exist on a different level than player characters. And it's
No,
great.
They have stat blocks of yes.
I'm Andrew, your Games Master for the evening, and for most evenings around here, although you are going to see a bunch of friendly faces behind the DM seat that are not me, because we got a bunch of really cool people that want to tell a bunch of really cool stories, and I'm here for it. Our casting call for October is done, so if you didn't sign up, unfortunately, there's always next month. But you can join our Discord, link is down below. Big old button that says Discord. It's where we do post all of our casting calls, our schedules, and where we just generally hang out and be giant nerds. There's also a bunch of looking for player posts that go up all the time, so, you know, that happens. Well, the people that I wanted to raided us.
Twice?
Knights of Silvermoon.
Twice? This happened
Oh, we got
twice
another
too.
one.
We had another one
No,
while we were
this
doing
is the
outros.
third raid.
This
This
is
is
the
the
third
third raid.
Hello, friends.
We're getting ready to leave.
See, this is
Knights
why we
of the
should play
Silver
Plague
If you need
Moon.
Runner,
rec-
and we would've
yeah,
fought.
if you
Would
need
you like a
recommendations, I have a
suggestion?
couple.
Knights of the Silver Moon. We were playing some Through the Breach tonight.
Accurate.
It is a Weird West game about the tabletop game Malifaux. It's magic and arcana and steampunk and Wild West, and it's about corporations and mining and all of that amazing things. If you've never played it, highly recommend you go check it out. It is played using cards instead of dice, and yeah, character creation is like the what's it called, like the cross arrow drawing. It's super cool. Highly recommend it. But we're playing this every other Tuesday, so yeah, come check us out next Tuesday. But since people that we were raided us twice, Tabletop Titties is live. I'm gonna throw a raid over
Yeah.
them. But before I do, seriously, thank you so much. Knights of the Silver Moon, the Lollygaggers, Other Doc, you're amazing. Just, we heckin' love you so much. And if you're not following Knights of the Silver Moon or Other Doc or the Lollygaggers, go do that. Bunch of amazing content creators. I guess with nothing else going on, I'll throw that raid out and be good people, do good things, and we'll see you next time, everybody. Bye bye.